Hello and welcome back to the stream where today we are going to be playing Genshin Impact. Now last time, I believe we left off finishing Nahida's story quest, but we'll get to that in a second. Okay, so 4.0 came on yesterday actually for me, and that's very exciting. I could see new things almost immediately. Like I haven't seen Fontaine at all. Um I didn't go on the Teyvat interactive map um just because I didn't want the Teyvat interactive map to glitch like it did with the Valuria Mirage. Um it glitched basically where I went into the Teyvat interactive map and it showed me the Valuria Mirage before I went to the Valuria Mirage. And I didn't mean for that to happen. I'm not going to risk that with Fontaine. But I did see where Fontaine was on the map, and I'm actually a little curious about that. But we'll get to that in a second. The reason why you're seeing black right now is because I'm allowing you to see black, but I actually, for people who don't play Genshin and just watch it basically, I'm here for you. Because this launcher on Genshin is so cool. I can't get over it. Give me 1 second and I'll show it. This launcher is amazing. Okay, so as you'll be able to see here, this is probably what we'll be getting into. I mean, obviously, forgot something really quick. Obviously, instead of Aether, it would be Lumine. But Aether is the default MC for Genshin Impact, so whatever. It doesn't really matter, I don't think. So, we're fighting with Folklore. I think she's Folklore. I mean, are we gonna physically fight Folklore? I mean, it looks like behind them is like a courtroom. We'll get to everybody else in a second. But, um, are we gonna be like sued or something for our past crimes against past archons? And then, I mean, it was said in the video that Folklore, I'm assuming it's this chick, it was said that Folklore likes drama, but she will not make an enemy of the divine. Obviously, we're not divine. Um, Also, there's the hydro element with the traveler, so I want to see that. I'm so excited for this, and I'll explain why we can't get to Fontaine in a minute. But this is Linnae and Lynette, or Linny and Lynette. I like Linnae. It sounds more French. And then there's Paimon. Is Aether like blocking Paimon or like protecting her? Because if so, that is adorable. This guy is really cool but really creepy. I'm guessing he's like the big judge of. I don't know a lot about court, but I'm guessing he's like the big judge of court. Even though it did say that the Hydro Archon had the final say when it came to court. She might save us in the end? I don't know. But I have a feeling we're going to court. Considering it's the nation of justice. Also, there was a little thing here that said, Fontaine Hat Show. And I realized, a lot of them like hats. Let's see, how many characters are here? 1, 2, 3. We're not going to count Paimon. 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 out of 7 characters have a hat. How many hats am I going to be seeing in Fontaine? I don't know. But this is the one lady we saw in that one clip. Not the trailer. I'm not going to watch the trailer until we actually get a little more into Fontaine. But, we saw her kind of like near a roof, and then she got picked up by the wind. I don't know. She gives off She gives off Fontaine Lisa vibes. I'm a little suspicious. But then there's Lene and Lynette. I like to call them the Trix twins, because that is just cool. Though that's just me. And then there was this of Lene. Obviously, Lene is the 5-star on the banner. I'll show him in a second. And Lynette, the cat girl, his twin sister, is a 4-star, which I was actually surprised about because I mean, obviously, I didn't know if who was going to be a 4-star, who was going to be a 5-star. I knew at least one was going to be a 5-star. Wasn't expecting Lene, but sure. Lene honestly kind of, from what I've seen, he gives off older sibling vibes, even though they're twins. And then their younger brother, Firminet, who we saw in the beginning of that one video. Kind of like in Scuba Gear Drowning. See, the way Freminet is deeply in the shadows, like this one tall, cool guy is, why do I feel like Freminet is gonna betray us? Like, maybe he gets into a fight with a sibling and he, like, betrays us somehow? Um, yeah, but I just wanted to show this because this is so cool. And one thing about Lene, I haven't tried to play him yet, so that'll be an experience. Um so he has like this little cat thing which I love because it shows that they're really twins because they act so much alike because he has like the cat doll, I think. And then she is like actually a cat and it's amazing. Um but going back to what I was saying, the cat card that he has here, it has a teardrop and I believe his cat plush or whatever it is, I don't know, has a star for its left eye. Um and obviously as you could see, he has like the little drop up beneath his right eye. That is just so cool how like his right eye is hidden and then his left eye is shown like the star would be. I don't know. It just makes sense to me and it's super cool. Um but there's a lot I need to review because there have been some changes. Hold on. No, I am honestly just so giddy about this. And going back to what I was saying much previously, we can't get to Fontaine yet because um because I have an Archon quest to do, and I also want to do the Traveler's quest Kari Bear first. And on top of all of that, I need to explore a little bit of a shocker, but I'll explain it later. I need to explore the newest area in Sumeru, apparently, to get to Fontaine. So that's a big shocker. I wasn't expecting that. But, give me 1 second. Let's show. There we go. Now, I realized that it does, this night sky actually does represent the time of day that you are currently in, which is actually really cool. It was just sunset here, like, 10-20 minutes ago, probably. And then now it turned night. But, yesterday I had played a little bit of Genshin just to grind for my characters. But it had been day during then because I had been playing it during the day. So I guess it does correlate to what time of day it is currently in real life for you. It's actually really cool that it does that. But one thing I've noticed, are these clouds like right by you? Not these clouds, but the clouds like right by you, are they more detailed? Because they look like they're more detailed. I don't know, that might just be me. And this is gonna take a while because holy crap, does Genshin love sucking gigabytes out of a PC's life? Oh my god, I almost had a heart attack trying to figure out how to switch Genshin from one drive to another drive. I forgot I was here. I was actually using the net thingy. We're going to get rid of that. I was using that. But okay, so I was grinding for characters, right? So I went into a few domains. Yeah, something I saw when I went into a domain was a little bit interesting. This right here is so cool. I can't get over this. Oh my god, it is amazing. Like, I went to switch characters and I was not expecting this because it was just the blue screen with the characters standing idly before it. Sure, they talked, but. And then it zooms into the character, and then say if you switch another character, it does the little animation.
What's our objective?
And then they stay like that. Oh my god, I can't get over this. This is so cool. We're gonna review the animations in a second, but I haven't looked at all the domains yet. Because it is different per nation, because that one had like an Animal Cliff background. For obvious reasons. I have seen the Inazuma one, but I haven't seen the Fontaine one and the Liyue one. But I'll show the Inazuma one on stream as well. And that's gonna take a while to load. But I can't get over this. It is so cool. Okay, so oh my god, they even have the feet. That's amazing. Oh my god, I can't get over this update. And like you could see their outfits like blowing in the wind. Ah! I am fanning so hard over this update. And see, I've only checked where Fontaine was. Obviously, it's right here because this is the new Sumeru area that I haven't explored. This is Fontaine. Obviously, they'll be, well, probably they'll be expanding it more. Oh yeah, you might see this. I'll explain this in a second. But, like they did with Sumeru, they were expanding it throughout updates, and the Sumeru one was the last part of Sumeru was actually pretty recently. I'm just gonna take a guess and say it was like 3.5 or something, but even that's still pretty late. I'm guessing they're gonna be expanding over here? Because it might have to do with, what's her name? Oceanid? But I was actually surprised that it didn't expand over here because I saw mountains over here previously. So let me go investigate this really quickly. I explored basically nothing. I only explored what I needed to. Which was basically to the domains and getting creatures and stuff. Now, I saw mountains over here a while ago, and I actually thought...
Wind Strider.
I gotta get that birdie.
Time to go.
I actually thought it was gonna expand over here. Yeah, obviously it didn't, but it might? Because those are like the work in progress mountains that I saw I don't think... This might just be me going crazy, but I don't think this was here. That house is random. I don't think this was here at the beginning of 3.0. This might just be me going insane, but I don't know. These are like the work in progress mountains that I've seen with Dragonspine. Now, I did go over here. We'll get to the domains in a second, but I did go over here too, just because I needed to heal up and get a few Samatrolls. I do actually need to get a lot of Samatrolls. Now, you might see a little something over there. That is the direction of Fontaine. And I also skipped time, which obviously brings your camera up. Is that a waterfall? That is a giant waterfall. There's mountains back there, but that's like further back, and then there's like a waterfall. Is it like on top of a giant cliff somehow? How does this work? I'm only gonna be more and more curious as time goes on, and we can't even do it yet because I have quests to do. Oh, I shouldn't have streamed Hogwarts Legacy this week, so I could just do these quests before Fontaine, because I didn't realize something that I will show in a second. But I don't think Kari Bear is a prerequisite quest, but I actually do want to do Kari Bear before Fontaine. I don't know why, I just feel like it. Yeah, I didn't realize that this was technically an Archon quest, because this tree, I think, represents her soul. This was for the Suru Archon quest, showing that it's an Archon quest. So, I gotta do that, and I wanna do Kari Bear. I don't know if it's an actual need.
There are leaves around.
But I've been trying my goddamn best to ignore, Also, I just noticed something. It didn't show this before. Where did I didn't realize I could do that. Where did it show it before? Because it showed that, what time it would, refresh, but it didn't say... Ooh, wait. I think it was, like, the map. Yeah, it was the map when, it would refresh. So it didn't have this in the domain, which was really cool. Yeah, I already completed that. And then there was this, which is really cool. Oh, and then Sakura and Mount... whatever that's called. We're gonna look at the animations after I look at Sumeru, because this is pretty new to me, too. You can probably hear how giddy I am, because I really want to get to Fontaine. This is just so exciting. I mean, it's exciting for, like, the first 2 updates, and then it gets a little boring, and then a new area is released. I don't remember if they actually did that with Inazuma. I don't think they did. I think they started that with Sumeru, which is cool. And then there's this, and it's so cool. Alright, what's your animation? Okay, so that's like putting away your blade when you attack with him. Oh, that's one of your idle animations. I love that so much. And then she does that amazing twirl. Girl, how can you do that? I want to assume Zhongling's like 16. I'm almost 20. And I have back problems. How can you do this, Zhongling? And you're a chef. Chefs... sure, they wander back and forth, but They stay in one place, too! She does the jump. And Noelle bows! That is so cute! Right! I also unlocked, Kaya's skin, too. We're gonna check that out in a second. He flipped the coin. So most of this is actually similar to, like, ending their attacks and ending their skills and stuff. That was your attack, I believe. Oh my god, this is so cool! I can't get over this! Oh my god! I had such a shock! Okay, I don't like Lisa, but even that was pretty cool. I had such a shock when I was going into the domain for the first time, and I just saw this, and I was trying to switch to a different character, and I was like, oh, they have animations too. And see, it's not even just domains. It's like switching your party like this too. Does it actually depend on what nation you're in when you switch parties as well? Oh wait, I wonder if there's a Dragonspine one. I gotta test that. I don't think there would be, but I still gotta check, because Dragonspine, technically a part of Mondstadt. Party setup.
Love it when it snows.
No, okay. That's what I was thinking. But, oh my god, it is so cool! I mean, obviously, I like Mondstadt's the most, because Mondstadt will forever be home. But, oh my god. I cannot get over this. And there's so much more for me to explain, too! I didn't know any of this was a thing. That's adorable. And then do you just stay like that? You do just stay like that!
Succeed. This world is full of unsolved mysteries.
That's sad. Oh, Mika! Layla, she's sleepy, even though she's a Sumeru scholar. Ooh. Yeah, so it's a lot like their skills and attacks, which is, I mean, I've seen most of these before, but it's cool. I mean, I haven't seen the animation, but I've seen what relates to their skill and attack. Like, that relates to her skill. That was the animation just before she unleashes her skill. Or her burst. I don't know. Oh, I need her adorable back! Oh my god! Oh, yes, his back is right. Oh my god, it blinks! Wait, do you blink? Can I, like, spin you guys? No, I thought I could spin you guys around. Okay, you do blink. Do you, like, actually blink, or was it just the startup? Okay, it might just be the startup. Probably because they didn't expect travelers to wait. Just for them to blink. Yeah, wait, I didn't see that. Oh, that's cute! Oh, Kale, little cat! Even in the manga, Kale was always referred to be similar like a cat, or at least her temperament. It's so cute. Oh my god, I love this so much! Wait, if we get in legal trouble, does that mean we get to call Yanfei? Ooh. She did say to call us if we were ever in any legal trouble.
The world falls completely silent.
Now, another thing I wanted to explain is you'll be able to see when I go throughout the map. If you look right over here on this side of my map, you'll see something appearing. Now, if I click on this, you'll you'll see a little something. Now, this does appear on the Teyvat interactive map, and they've had it for a while, but they actually upgraded it. And you can see the levels you've unlocked. It is so cool. And what I read from it was that if it's blue, if the corner of it is blue, then it's the current level that you're on. So the Waynote and the domain is on the upper level. And then there's the upper passage, middle level, and then lower level. Obviously, as you can see from over here, it changes throughout the areas. Like, I couldn't see over here because I hadn't unlocked it yet, which was actually really creative. So there's that, which is basically the entrance to that teleport waypoint. And then the Waynote and the domain, or what is it? Waynote, whatever. And then either that's below the domain, because it gets lower and lower. And then that's even lower. And then this is the Teyvat map, which is actually really cool. And this sort of shows something here. Oh! It does this? See, this waypoint is above ground, as you can see. Oh! Well, I thought it just... Wait. But it didn't do that in the desert, did it? See, I was testing this out a little bit. And this underground map is really cool. A little confusing still, but it'll help later. You could see something is underground if you see this, like, double layer thing by it. So then the domain would be on the 3rd floor. And then you enter through over here, I believe. Or over here. Okay, that actually would make traveling a lot easier. And then you go down here. And then that would lead to over here, I believe? I don't know. It's all still a little confusing. But it's really cool at the same time.
And I can sleep undisturbed.
There was something else I was gonna explain. Oh yeah, I was gonna look at this because there's a bunch of tunnels under here. And it doesn't show it. It says unknown area because I haven't unlocked this. Because this is the first thing I checked out after I realized that this was the thing over here. But then it does this? How does that make sense? Is it just because it's bigger tunnels? I don't know. But there is Lene! And I'm actually saving up the Primo Gems just in case I would accidentally get a 5-star at 20 pity. Eula, I'm looking at you. Kaya's skin. I haven't looked at that yet. I've unlocked it, obviously, so obviously I've seen it.
Psst, come on. Let's sneak off
Oh.
on an adventure. But nobody else can know.
Ooh. See, he still does the same animation. Stop moving, Kaya. Oh my god. He has a dagger. He has his vision. Oh, his earring. Oh, even his eye patch is different. Okay, so I did get to look at it in the Valoria Mirage, but it's really cool to look at it up close. Oh, I am fangirling so much. Oh, I love this so much. I feel like those shoes would hurt, though. I've never really been a fan of those pointy-toed shoes. Only fit for a, summer bandit, though. Was he the master thief or something? Oh, even his little shawl thingy is changed to have peacock feathers. That is so cool. As you can see here, there's a peacock feather in his hair, his braided hair, that normally is just like this. Oh my god. But he actually relates to a peacock a lot, because obviously his constellation is peacock. And he actually acts a lot like a peacock, if you think about it.
This scenery is wonderful.
But
Surely
you talk a lot, Kazuha. I did see this when I was just scrolling through things. Relic Records, Creations of the Hydra Nation. Obviously I'll read this again when we get to it, but I want to read it now because I'm confused. So these are new things, weapon ascension materials, and they're really cool. It fits to each nation! I love it! The adventure continues as you and Paimon finally arrive in Fontaine. Oh no, there's 10 days for this. Oh no. Various splendid landscapes await you in this nation. Cool! And then there is...
The magic begin!
Oh! Oh, wait a minute! Okay, so I did go through this, just because I wanted to get rid of all the exclamation points. And normally, when I stream, or when I play Genshin and I'm not streaming, I have the sound completely off so I can listen to my own music or my own show or something like that. But because of that, I didn't hear her and I didn't know she said something.
Let the magic begin!
Oh, I like your voice. I didn't know you talked.
Let the magic begin!
Oh, she needs a cat too. Oh my god, I love these Trix twins. They're so cool. So it seems like Linnea is the show master almost, or at least he guides the show, and then she does the actual performances. From what I've seen. Also, she has long hair. Does she have hair like Zhongli's? Speaking of Zhongli, his banner, along with Childs, Tartaglia, Ajax, whatever you want to call him, his banner is gonna appear in the second phase, which I'm actually really excited about because I've been wanting Zhongli for a while. The curtain never falls on magic. I never want the magic performances to end. If only the pigeons, balloons, and all manner of strange objects could fly out of my hat without ever stopping. That would be perfect. That would be a performance of magical power, not of magic tricks. Lynette takes a sip of tea. Though if you really want, I could continuously create pigeons and balloons for you. It's not like it's hard. What? Okay, so Lynette seems like the more serious one. I thought they were both acting like pretty serious. Maybe that's just their stage acting. I don't know. I really like her outfit though. What is this? That's adorable. It's a baby gear. A meshing gear. I don't know what a meshing gear is. Clockwork mecha gears. Mecha's gear. It is a crucial part of the mecha's transmission structure. Blah. The whole system will malfunction if this gear is absent. Now there is a new boss too, and I actually want to look at that. Ooh, I actually really like that. I mean, I don't like the colors as much, but I like that it looks like a bell. Lumidos bell. A serene and tranquil violet flower. It has a soft and lasting scent and is often used for making luxurious perfumes. Oh, I sensing a Fontaine Lisa. That just so happens to be blonde. Right, you're coming with me. Cool! I love that! Okay, obviously this is what most characters look like, but it looks like she's in the spotlight too! Like, you could see her cape. Yeah, that's kind of part of her bow, too. And it seems part of her animo vision, too? Whatever. Because it's just, like, bright around here. It is so cool! First of all, Lynette, who did you lose? Did you guys lose your parents and that's how you got your animo vision? Because all animo characters have something in common, and that's, or at least the animo guy characters, have lost a friend. Like, friend is now dead. And that's even with, that's even with Venti, the Archon of animo. So I'm really curious about this.
Let the magic begin!
Cool. Let me see her. Let me take her out. You are coming with me. Where are you? There you are. Ooh! Hot dang! I don't know why I keep thinking I could spin them. Okay, that's so smooth though. Okay, so first it's like a ribbon and then you transform it into your hat. Okay, that is so cool. When your tail even does the animation, that's so
Time for afternoon tea.
that's so cool.
Cold. Let's hide you in a hat.
Wait, what? What did you wait? What did you just say? Oh. What? How? How did you just make a teacup appear from a card? Is that what you meant by making pigeons appear or whatever Lene was talking about? That is so cool, by the way. Oh my god. Okay, something I just realized. She has a star on her cheek. You may not be able to see it now. Oh, there it is. Lene's little doll thing has a teardrop like he does and a star like she does. Oh my god, I love this twin dynamic. How... I understand you're magicians, but don't magicians normally hide them like under their sleeves or something? Where did you hide that? What is going on? Well, how did that disappear? I'm so confused. Oh my god, I love that bow and her hair and her ears. And her ears go like darker at the top. Oh my god, that's so cool. Alright, we're gonna test you out. Wait a second. Do you actually have a...
There is nothing new under the sun. Is that really true?
I'm confused by you, Lynette. Oh yeah, that's what I had seen. I'm guessing this is... That's not what the... a little wheel dropped from? But these two look so cute! I mean... Obviously, I haven't seen them, but... There's a robot lady dancing and a robot man dancing. That is so cute. Gear and Clockwork Roundelay. A gift from the Fontaine Research Institute, this frosty performance is put on by exquisite clockwork Mecha. Clockwork Mecha. Oh no, it got rid of her thingy. Well, I'm glad I collected her now instead of off stream. Whatever. Upon the garden dance floor of the north side, Irenaeus? Copulius and Copulia are waiting for anyone willing to join their eternal waltz. So, are you one of those three names? Your decisions when speaking with Milligat will determine if you will challenge Oisha Dirge of Coplia or Nemuna, Nemesis of Coplius, as well as the character ascension materials obtained from the Leyline Blossom after completing the challenge. Okay, so you can choose who to fight? The lady or the man? That is so cool! Coplia. Coplius. That's so cool! And then you get animal from one and cryo from the other. I'm guessing. Okay, I love that. Now, I saw this. Why does this honestly look adorable? This looks like a fire snail. Or fire crab, I mean. See, it's almost kind of like the horns of Ajdaha. We haven't even seen Ajdaha streaming yet. But it's got these little slanted horizontal eyes. And then it's got the claws. And then it's got the horns. Or are those horns? I can't tell, but this is almost cute. I mean, it's probably really big, but it's almost cute. And then there is the Spiral Abyss, obviously. Now I saw this. That's a cliff. Those are mountains. That is a navy, from what I heard in the Valorian Mirage. Yippee! Is this like where I enter? How does this correlate to the desert? I haven't explored any part of that desert yet, so you have a... Oh, so it is a cat thing, because there's the tail and those are the ears. That's cute. Why do I feel like you guys give off orange cat, black cat vibes? He gives off orange cat vibes, which means he seems very friendly. I could be completely wrong, but he seems very friendly and approachable. And then the black cat vibes, Lynette almost is like kind of out of it. Not mean, just out of it, I guess. That's her teacup. The Phantom Weasel, who has brought the court of Fontaine to its knees, has resurfaced once again after 10 years. Wait a minute! Phantom Weasel, are you the Phantom Weasel that brought the court of Fontaine to its knees? Do you have something to tell me, Lene? It's resurfaced once again after 10 years, behind a tangled web of doubt and suspicion. A meticulously planned magic show is about to begin. Let's fulfill his past dream for him. It feels like those happy moments are right in front of us. The petals of Luminos bell flutter as the stars illuminate our stage. Until the finale arrives, may all grievances be gone with the wind and all glory endure in legacy. Obviously, this is story quest. This is you and your tea. Right, I was gonna check if she had... Yes, she does! She does have a test run. And so does Lene. Okay, I saw that flower. I want to look at that again. We'll look at that after this. First of all, I want to look at you. Oh my god. How? That looks so refined and detailed. And like you have like a little pink thing in your hair and she had like a little blue thing in her hair. I wanted to see what's on those cards. Oh. That was really cool. Okay, I love your outfit. But you said, it said like 10 years and the weasel who brought the court of Fontaine to its knees has resurfaced after 10 years.
I wonder what my dear sister Lynette is doing right now.
Oh.
Missing me to death, I'm sure.
Oh. Okay, maybe a little conceited. But it gives off exactly Orange Cat vibes. But what was I saying before? Let me see what's on those cards. It's just basically his hat, I think.
Now disappear.
Oh, I saw the cat in the thingy! Oh! Wait, you're a bow user? Actually, that makes sense since there was bows on the thing. Oh my god, you have a cat bow. That is so cute. And then hold it.
Step right up.
Nope. Alright, I should probably read his thing before anything else. When Lenny performs an aim shot, he can fire off a prop arrow at charge level 2 and consume HP. To obtain prop surplus stacks, when prop arrow hits, it will summon... No! Oh! Oh, come on! I wanted to see that! You almost have like Albedo's hair. I wanted to see that. When prop arrow hits, it will summon a Grim Malkin hat that can taunt nearby enemies, deal damage when it leaves the field. Lene's elemental skill consumes prop surplus stacks that deal AoE pyro damage, according to the number of stacks cleared and regenerative Lene's HP. If Grim Malkin hat is
so long
on
as the audience thinks that seeing is believing, there's no limit to the number of tricks I can pull off.
That's basically what magicians do. According to the number of stacks cleared and regenerate Lene's HP, if a Grim Malkin hat is on the field when his elemental skill is cast, the Grim Malkin hat will explode. That cat is adorable. After casting his elemental burst, Lene will turn into a Grim Malkin hat. I'm guessing cat. I'm guessing that's the cat that keeps appearing out of his hat. Oh my god, there's so many rhyme schemes in this
I wonder what
video.
my dear sister Lynette is doing right now.
That's adorable.
Missing me to death, I'm sure.
That's a little conceited, but... and move around the battlefield, dealing damage to near opponents nearby. So that was kind of like with Kiara. I know her name is technically Kirara, but I like calling her Kiara instead. Okay, I actually saw the cat more this time. That's actually really cool. When the duration ends, Lene will summon a Grim Malkin hat. And there's your vision. Okay, so I got none of that. Oh, wait. Wait! Did he just... He turned into a card.
Everybody stand back! Nice and spicy!
Let's get this show.
Oh! Oh, so it is like Kiara's! Oh! That's like Yenfei's! Oh, and then it summons a cat! That just... Oh, it summons a cat that destroys... Oh, wait. That doesn't do it. So, his charge summons a cat that distracts the enemy for a short time and then deals damage once left.
Step right up. Here comes the finale.
And it's so cool! And then do I just... I'm wondering if I should click after he goes into that.
Out of my way! Looking for...
I thought. Oh, she's on the ground. I thought that Linnea was self-sacrificial, though. I didn't see any. Or at least it took his HP. I didn't see any of his HP leave. She's on the ground. I'm gonna continue that.
And voila!
Okay, that is so cool.
Let's get this
Oh, and then the burst opens. Okay, no, I can't click. It's just a limited time thing.
Stand back!
And it's like Fischl's burst too. Okay, but why do I actually like Linnea?
a round of applause.
I mean, I don't like his burst as much. Wait, does it deal damage when you walk through them? Hold on. Is it like Fischl with Oz?
Let's get this show on the road.
No, I think it only does damage when you do that.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
That poor cat.
I'll settle this. Dissipate.
Oh, and then the countdown is 3. I'm confused by that countdown. That's 4. Oh, how many cats is summoned? Well, then what does that have to do with his HP? Oops. No. I'm a little confused by that, but that's still really cool. Alright, there's Yelan. I already know what you're like. I mean, I don't know what you're like on PC, obviously, but I know what you're like on... what your attacks are like. Yelan's elemental skill allows her to rapidly, using Lifeline, latching onto and marking opponents along the path. When her rapid move ends, she will deal hydro damage to marked targets. Hold the skill to freely control her movement direction. When the lifeline explodes, Yelan has a fixed chance to reset her breakthrough state, which will buff her next charged shot based on the number of opponents marked. I'll show it. Wait. Oh, there's her burst. Yelan's elemental burst deals AoE hydro damage and will create exquisite...
Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you?
Yeah, she works for Ningguang. We already learned that. And will create exquisite throw to assist your active character in combat. What is exquisite throw? After her burst, it will create exquisite throw. It will aid your character in combat. What is that? Is that just her burst? I don't get it.
Dodge this.
And then boopity. You wrap
Quietly
around
now.
them, press E again, and boom. Oh wait, I know.
Here
You
comes
do
the
her
catch.
burst. It's an AoE, and then when you attack, it's basically like a 5-star sync show. I think it's with everyone that this is what aids them.
Let's spark things.
I actually really like it a lot.
Things are about to get dicey.
I like the pun. Now you can hold it until it's done, or you can press E once you're done marking all the mobs. I like to press E, but it doesn't matter either way.
Quietly now.
Hey,
Here
boopity!
comes the catch.
Her burst is really cool too.
Freeze.
It's nothing new to me, but it's still really cool. She's a 5-star sync show basically, or her burst is at least. All right, now let's see what Lynette does. We already know her top. Oh, that's really cool. Okay, so with certain visions, the background of the vision, it'll show where they got their vision. So hers is in Liyue, obviously. she obviously doesn't have a vision. And then she has a Mondstadt vision, which is kind of like a winged thing. So then that's... Wait. Okay, when you switch to a character, normally it'll give off like a little smoke from their... Or like a vision from the vision. Like with Barbara, it's over here. It'll give off a little vision from the vision. I thought that did it with the Traveler, but maybe not. But hers? Why do you have purple stuff coming from your vision, Lynette? I'm getting a little concerned from that. But the area around it is like a little shallow. It's so cool. I like that. Although I'm a little suspicious that it emanates black stuff when you switch to her. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna do Benny first. Because we already know what Benny's like. I just want to get this over with. Let me read it just in case. When Benny uses elemental skill, he can charge it up to multiple levels, which have different effects. From smoothly dealing pyro damage to dealing greater damage, but sending himself flying in the ensuing explosion. Though he will not be injured by it.
Where did that come from?
Basically, you use the skill once, you're fine. Oh, what the heck? You hold it, and you get bounced back because he has bad luck, obviously. Now, he doesn't get bounced back when he has his burst up, which is really cool. His elemental burst strikes the ground with pyro to create an inspiration field. That's adorable. This field will continuously infuse...
Good things come to those who don't wait around. That's what they say anyway. Knowing my luck, the opposite is probably true for me.
You poor thing. Doesn't even, like, hate that he has such bad luck. He just deals with it.
Ow. Where did that come
This
from?
field continuously infuses characters with pyro and regenerates health for characters with low health. When the health of characters within the field exceeds 70%, field provides an attack bonus instead.
Benny's adventure
Oh,
team,
so that's why a lot of
assemble!
people use Benny as support. See, ever since the beginning of the game, I've always mained Benny, but at first he wasn't as popular. Now, a little bit before 3.0, I think, he like really started to get popular, but I mean, I've always been with Benny.
No one's joined me on an
Additional
adventure in
elemental
ages.
orbs. Okay.
Come on, let's go.
Boopity.
Come a little closer.
Deal with you, and boom! Now let me try this.
Take cover.
Yeah, okay, so he doesn't get knocked back when you do
Witness the
that.
power of Guhua.
That's what I was thinking.
Trying not to
I
enjoy
actually learned about that just recently. I mean, within the past year,
Light it up.
so it's not recent, but I was like, why isn't he getting knocked back because of this? He should be getting knocked back, but he wasn't getting knocked back because of his burst, and I figured that out on my own. Benny, what's your legs doing right there? That's a little weird. His legs be broken. Oh, but there's so much to this update, and I love it so much. Alright, Lynette, your turn to shine in the spotlight, I guess. My dog is glaring at me. It's very creepy. Lynette's elemental skill allows her to execute Enigma Thrust, dealing anemo damage. When the skill is held, Lynette will enter a high-speed pilfering shadow state, unleash her Enigma Thrust when the state ends. By using her elemental burst, Lynette will summon Bogglecat Box. I love that. that can taunt and attack nearby opponents. Okay, so they are a lot alike. I like that. When Bakucat Box comes into contact with certain elements, it will change colors and fire vivid shots that deal damage from the corresponding element. Additional elemental orbs will drop. Okay, so blue.
Over here.
Why is that purple? Oh, it doesn't do it here. Oh, yep, it does. Oh!
Surprise!
Wait, was that just because it was so short? Or because... Wait, that was actually really cool. That was a lot like, I'm guessing the Enigma thing was her attack afterwards? Maybe it spawned something. I don't know. I really love her ponytail. But, that's a lot like Yelan and Kiara. Is it just because I... Oh yeah, it was just because I tapped it. So then how long does it normally last? Wait. Just because I... Wait, I'm confused. I need to test this a little more. So let me hold down for only a few seconds. Oh no, so you only have to hold it for a few seconds and then it'll let you sprint for a few more seconds and then there. Okay, let me see that one more time. Might fall off, but that's fine. Okay, that's actually really cool. Oh, and then she jumps forward. Cool.
By royal. No, my sword.
And then she's a sword wielder.
Over here.
Oh yeah, so that must
Use the
be.
spotlight.
Oh, and that distracts enemies. I got an achievement from that. What achievement did I get? Okay, I actually really like that. Boopity. Oh, it can only mark one enemy, and then she charges towards that enemy.
Odds for Biguma. Get them.
And then this.
Toast.
Oh, that's cool. How it equipped the element, and then now it shoots out fireballs. Wait. What if it equips Electro or any other element?
Cue the spotlight.
Electro. It shoots electro balls.
leave you
Okay,
first.
that's cool.
Ray
And then it still
outlines
does
your
animal.
Eat this.
I really like that.
Nice and spicy.
I really do like that. I like Trix twins. They're really cool. I mean, this whole update is cool. I can't get over this update. What is this? Rainbow Rose? I love this so much. I want to see this in the wild, but I can't. A delicate and tender pink flower. Despite their name, rainbow roses are essentially more akin to lilies. What are lilies like? I like that. Do I have any more Prima gems? No. I mean, technically, yes, I do. Right, what was over here? Okay, so this was the map. I knew I was going to explain this, which is why I saved it. And then I got the portable waypoint from actually doing Reputation in Mondstadt. Portable waypoint is a man-made replica of a teleport waypoint. It can link to the world's ley lines to some degree, through which it can perform teleportation. When used, it... Oh my god. My eyes were skipping lines, and I didn't even realize it. Stigmatism is gonna be the death of me one day. Oh, I so need reading glasses, but, you know, I'm lazy. When used, it sets a teleport waypoint at your current location. You can use this pocket waypoint through the map in the same manner as a normal teleport waypoint. And they're transparent. It's really cool. But, let's see, what line was I reading? See, I was reading this, when used, And then I was skipping all the way down here. Yeah, stigmatism can be a pain in the ass sometimes. The portable waypoint does have limitations, however. It will vanish from its current position after 7 days, and only once one can be placed at any one time. Placing portable waypoint in a world that already has one will destroy the pre-existing portable waypoint. Wait, you can do that? I thought you had to wait till the timer ended on the first one, and then you could place another one. So it just deletes the first. Wait a minute, you can do that? I'll have to test that. Goodbye, Lynette. I shall see you, I don't know, in a couple days, probably.
All right, let's head off.
My best guess, Monday. Because I want to do Kari Bear, and I want to do, oh, please don't freeze. I want to do Kari Bear, and I want to do the Archon quest. But first, we will actually get to the Archon quest. Now, there was this, which I could have shown this, but it's cooler when you could actually see the full thing. And then that's Fremnet. Fremnet is actually their younger brother, I believe. So I wonder what kind of drama is going on over there. Because I feel like there's going to be some type of drama, and like the Traveler's going to be like, oh no, I miss my sibling so much. And then everybody's going to be like, oh, I don't care, just help me with my nonsense, and we're going to tell you to go to the next nation afterwards because we haven't seen anything of your sibling. I mean, some characters are useful, yeah. They really are. Like, Kazuha literally saved us. Oh! This is new. Thank you for your love for Teyvat specialty cuisine. Here are 2 recipes for you. We hope that your future trips will be accompanied by good food and good friends. Aww. And then obviously for each update, sometimes there is scheduled maintenance compensation. I think there's been a few updates where it's only been like the one. But if the update lasts longer than they say it's supposed to last, then they'll give you a little bit extra. 300 Primo Gems for each one. I really like it. What did I get? Trigger cryohydro, pyro, and electroswirl reactions at least once within 2 seconds. Oh! Well, that's fun. I was gonna check something else, but I don't remember what it was. Paimon, you should be as hyped as I am about this, but you're not. Right! I was gonna check the recipes. I'm not gonna do my commissions because I've already been explaining things for an hour already. So we're just gonna get to the quests after this. So long as I have nothing else to do. Fruity Duet. That's a blue, okay. I really like that. That's really cute. Although I don't make a lot of gems, so that kind of sucks. There is some new stuff that is a little more unfamiliar to me, like this baklava and the talumba is a little newer for me. But obviously something like the Mondstadt hash brown I've seen for ages. Fruity smoothie. Oh, that's cute! I really like that it has the little bell and the thingy so you can stir it. And then actually they should use berries for more things. Because you can use it for dye, you can use it for, well, this now too. Maybe a little bit more. You can't use berries for a lot, and I just instinctively collect them when I pass by them. Yeah, I almost have 1,000. It's definitely nothing like my main account. Actually, I should start calling my main account my, almost looks like it has cinnamon. I don't like cinnamon. But I should start calling my main account my trophy account because that's where I have all my things that are kind of like trophies to me. Like, I have almost all the achievements that I could get. I have a bunch of 5 stars, which I'll actually show later. Whenever I remember next. But I probably also have a lot of berries there too. And I actually do have a lot of Samatral scrolls, which I don't on this account, and I wish I did. And then there is Lynette. I must call her Lynette. She's not Lynette, she is Lynette. I feel like there's gonna be some drama regarding your youngest sibling. Older brother. Whee! So I was right! Lynette is the older brother!
Seems Linny is saying some strange things
Linny.
again.
I'm never
It's
gonna
really
remember.
boring.
I like Lynette more.
Entering standby mode. I hope nobody disturbs me.
Why is that actually very similar to Firminette?
Tea is ready. Now it's time for a short rest.
You really like your tea. I mean, I like tea, but I like cold tea, not hot tea that you boil and stuff.
During our shows, I'm usually Linny's assistant. Because I never speak or change expressions, people often mistake me for a puppet. This kind of misunderstanding can prevent unnecessary social interactions. So it's actually quite nice.
Okay, it's nice that you're mistaken for a robot. I mean, I'm like that in real life too. I'm actually pretty... Well, I'm not talkative, to say the least. Which is actually surprising because I talk for 3 hours almost every single day. But that's just because I remember certain things that I want to talk about. Oh, there is gonna be drama. Oh, there is gonna be drama! Who's Fiorina? Who's Navia? Clorindy? Chiori? Charlotte? Emily. I feel like Emily would be the blonde-haired lady that reminded me of Fontaine Lisa. I feel like she's gonna be a Fontaine Lisa. But for now, we have to get to this quest. We got a little sidetracked on this quest. Because then we had to do Nahita's story quest, and then we were able to do this again, and by then I wanted to just complete Nahita's story quest, which we did. So basically, Wanderer learned the truth about his friend. Now, he went into Irminsul to change the future so his friend doesn't die, and that could change the lives of our friends, like Kazuha, Ayaka. I mean, Kazuha's still here, so clearly nothing changed, but... But basically, even Nahita was pretty confused on what was going on because he blocked her out, and then I think the Wanderer basically just wanted to erase himself from existence, though that's kind of contradictory, so I don't know how he would actually do that. Because if you go back to the past to erase yourself, then it's very contradictory. Anyways, that's where we left off, and we decided to go check in on Inazuma to make sure our friends are still alive. Talk to Amano. The Belladere has caused a series of unexpected consequences within Irminsul, and you're the only one aware of that. In order to ascertain the situation, you head off to Inazuma. Basically, we told Paimon that we were going to explain to her later what was going on, because apparently she's part of this world. Either that or she's faking her forgetfulness. Because obviously, changing something in Irminsul will change the peoples of Teyvat's memories, too. Obviously, traveler's not from Tibet. Oh man, I can't stop thinking about Fontaine. I want to get to Fontaine so badly. No! We can't just do the Archon quest in Kari Bear. We actually have to do Nahita's first story quest because I really want to do that. Or second story quest, I mean. We did Nahita's first story quest. So that'll take up one stream. Kari Bear, I don't know. This one is like halfway done? Maybe a little over half? This one is pretty long. Hi, have you heard of a guy named Kazuha? Please tell me you have. I beg of you. I mean, I have Kazuha on my team, but...
Ah, it's been a while.
Pardon me, I'd like to ask a question if I may. Oh, so polite!
Of course. Go ahead.
Could you tell me the story one more time about the Raiden Gokuden? Basically, the Raiden Gokuden is, Inazuma Sword Arts. In a bunch of clans. Aminoma, I think, was one of them. And Kaidahara was one of them. And they all practiced, like, different arts. All the clans practiced different arts. Obviously, I don't know the Aminoma one. Maybe it's just Aminoma art. But obviously Kazuha's is the Ishin art, which we learned about when we got the blade that talked to us. Can you tell me about Raiden Gokuden?
No. Now there's a question I wasn't expecting. Very well. I'll tell you what I know once more.
Thank you!
The once renowned Raiden Gokuden, comprised of 5 branches. Aminoma,
Yeah.
Futsu, Ishin, Hyakume.
Oh,
Senju.
wait. So the clans go under the art. These are just the 5 arts of the Raiden Gokuden.
The art of forging practiced by these 5 clans was first taught to them personally by the almighty Shogun. Over time, the 5 branches diverged from one another as generations of bladesmiths honed and perfected their craft until they became 5 distinct traditions. Most of the great swordsmith clans of old have since fallen into decline, and for a long time, only the Amenoma branch kept its art alive.
Is Kazuha alive?
But fortunately, Kaedehara Kazuha recently returned to Inazuma and took up the mantle of the Ishin art. Now, 2 clans remain.
Didn't he
of
tell
the
us he was
original
going to be a
Gokuden
wanderer,
5.
though?
If my memory
I
serves
mean, he
me right,
still took up the art.
you yourself were present when he forged the Ishin
Woo,
blade.
okay. Everything's normal.
Yeah, we were. Paimon remembers that now. We learned a bit about the decline of the Raiden Gokuden then, too. It seems like such a shame.
What was the reason behind their decline?
That, my friends,
The murder?
is a tragic tale indeed.
The murder at the
In
furnace?
fact, this was not made known to me for most of my life.
Oh my god, the story
All
of
these
Wanderer is so
years,
sad, though,
I knew
because
of
I
those
just
great
recently
clans'
learned
demise.
more.
But never the cause. Only recently, when the question was on my mind, did I ask Kaedehara Kazuha about this. He told me that, as we are both heirs to a branch of the Raiden Gokuden, it was right that I should know the truth. There is no harm in telling you, but I must warn you. It is a dark and
betrayal?
sorrowful tale.
It's
The
so
Raiden
sad.
Gokuden were the targets of a murderous rampage by a vengeful bladesmith.
Vengeful bladesmith. What do you mean by that?
Vengeful? Why?
400 years ago, so I'm told, there was a catastrophic malfunction in Tatarasuna's furnace.
Oh!
One brave swordsmith heard the commotion and chose not to flee, but he rushed to the scene, hoping to prevent a disaster.
Okay, so what I saw was that, the doctor had always kept his eyes on the Wanderer. The one guy brought his friend, Wanderer's friend brought him back to the furnace. And then obviously they were friends. The Wanderer told him that he was a puppet. He said he didn't care. And then the doctor murdered him playing as a mechanic from Fontaine, I believe. And said that his friend had betrayed him. Quite literally ripped out his heart, gave it to Wanderer, and said that like the key was inside or something. I don't know. And then Wanderer threw that heart to the ground, the heart of his friend to the ground. And then, because the doctor, I believe, told him that his friend wanted Wanderer to go in there, even though his friend was the one that was gonna go into the furnace in the first place. He cared for Wanderer, but the Wanderer didn't know that till now, and it's just so depressing. But I hate it. And he only now just knew that, that it was the doctor's fault all along. For 400 years, he's been manipulating him. Ah!
Tatarasuna was home to a state-of-the-art forging and smelting operation in that day, and overseeing it was the armory officer. His surname was Niwa, though he had family ties to the Kaedehara clan.
Okay, so I think Niwa was Wanderer's friend? Right? There was a lot of names.
Knowing that they had just one chance to save countless lives, Mr. Niwa and the swordsmith leaped together into the furnace. The furnace quickly stabilized, but neither of them made it out. The smith's death, though heroic, dealt a devastating blow to his family's fortunes.
Wanderer's friend!
His orphan son was left to fend for himself, and grew up deeply resentful at the world. In his heart, the whole of Inazuma was culpable in his tragedy. He hated the almighty Shogun for her apparent indifference towards his father's death, and he hated everyone who had done nothing to try and save him.
So, I'm guessing Wanderer's friend is Niwa, because their Wanderer's friend looked a lot like Kazuha. But he looked young. How old was Niwa if he had a son? I'm confused by that.
Powerless and destitute, the only legacy he had to pass on to his children was his hatred. Generation after generation bore this grudge, living in utter misery. Alas, if only the story could have ended there. But 100 years ago, the then head of this family reached the end of his wits. He could bear their fate no longer, and yet he could do nothing to change it.
Sound like Kazuha's
Finally,
grandfather?
He made a drastic decision to take revenge on the Raiden Gokuden. In doing so, he sought to vent his pent up anger and shake the very foundations of Inazuma's forging industry.
Ooh.
In his
Is that
fury,
what split the
he
Raiden
murdered
Gokuden?
indiscriminately, killing even bladesmiths from the Hyakume clan which he belonged to. His goal was absolute, the devastation of all of the Raiden Gokuden.
Ooh. And
But
that's
when
when
he
he was
came
banished.
to the Kaedehara and Kamisato clans, his killing
Right.
spree came to an abrupt end. He failed to catch them unawares. They fought back fiercely, and they did not spare his life.
So he wasn't
That is
part of
why
the
the
Kaedehara
Kaedehara
clan.
clan and their Ishin art survived that day. I suppose they were the lucky ones, under the dire circumstances.
The legend of the Raiden Gokuden has changed. Someone else attacked the swordsmiths. I'm confused. It looks like the Balladeer did something in Irminsul, but it seems Niwa still died.
Was there anything
No!
else you ask?
Have you seen Kazuha recently?
Kazuha? Why, yes. Just yesterday, in fact. We spoke for a while over some tea. He seemed well.
Well, at least he's alive. Phew. So he still exists. It's like he's just gonna poof from existence. He's the same Kazuha I know. Things don't seem as bad as I feared last night. That's all, thanks.
My pleasure.
Bye!
Don't tell Paimon. There are other places you want to visit too,
Are we
right?
gonna visit Ayaka?
Your expression says it all. You can't hide anything from Paimon.
Oh.
On to the next stop. Lead the way, traveler. Paimon will be right behind you.
It's adorable. Yes, the Yashiro Commission. That's what I was thinking. Okay, so I'm still confused by this part of the lore, but at least I know what truly happened with Niwa, because I was always confused by that.
We're here. This is the Yashiro Commission's headquarters, so...
We gotta see Ayaka!
Traveler, it's been a while.
Hi! I'm glad you greet me! Yay!
If you're looking
I
for
feel
the
special.
Commissioner and Miss Kamisato, I'm afraid your timing is unfortunate.
They're
They're
alive!
not here right now.
Wait,
Are they out on business?
are their names Ayaka and Ayato? If so, then they're alive.
The Commissioner is out on business, and Miss Kamisato is standing in for some meetings in the Commissioner's place. If it's urgent, you're welcome to wait inside until they get back.
What do you think? Shall we go in?
We'll take you up in the... What? Can we take a walk in the courtyard?
If it were anyone else, I couldn't allow it. But seeing as you're so close with the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato,
And I literally saved
think
your
it should be
guys'
okay.
butts from your own
We'll be
Archon.
heading in then. Thanks.
Well, at least I'm respected for what I
Hmm?
did.
Hello, dears. Is there something you want to say?
Can I ask you a couple of questions? How did you know I was gonna say something? Are you like the cleaner or... Because I'm pretty sure Toma does that. Are you just that granny? I'm confused.
Of course, traveler. Yes, I know who you are. Miss Kamisato has told me about you. What would you like to know?
Who are the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato these days?
Oh, they're both
Professional.
very well indeed.
Miss
Lately,
Kamisato
Miss
instead of Ayaka.
Kamisato has been rather busy attending all kinds of meetings and occasionally paying visits to some local organizations on the Commissioner's behalf. As for the Commissioner
I
himself,
mean, they're alive.
well,
That's a good
you
thing.
know, busy as ever. That much hasn't changed. Although he does seem to be in a rather good mood these days.
Any
So
reason
pretty
why?
much business as usual in the Yashiro Commission, huh?
Very much so.
Ayato is still the Yashiro Commissioner. Ayaka is still the lady of the house. No changes there. As far as I can see, nothing changed in the Yashiro Commission either. Is there anywhere else we need to check? I was expecting as much, but it's still a big relief to know that the Kamisato siblings are both safe and well. Then where's the Wanderer?
Well, got any more questions?
I don't remember... I remember specific scenes from this, obviously, but I don't remember all of it. There's a spindly thingy there that I'll collect in probably a few months' time. That's all for now. Many thanks.
You're very welcome. In fact, I would love nothing more than for you to come and visit more often. But I'm sure you must be far too busy to have time for that.
I would never be too busy for you, Granny.
Miss Kamisato
I would do it for
talks
you.
about you all the time. She seems so thrilled to have you as a friend, and she's always saying
Oh, you
how
meant with
talented
Ayaka.
you are and how much she admires you. I must say, many things in Inazuma seem to have taken a turn for the better since you arrived here. So you're not just Miss Kamisato's knight in shining armor, you know. You're a hero to us all.
Oh,
Alright, goodbye for now. Where are we going next?
to Tarasuna. The place of the Wait, are we going to the furnace or the place with the snake?
Bye, ma'am. Don't worry, we'll see ourselves out.
All right then. Take care now.
I think
Hope to
Tarasuna's the
see you soon.
place with the furnace, right?
Oh, are you two leaving already?
Yeah.
Yep, everything's taken care of now. Don't worry.
Paimon doesn't even know what it
Safe
is.
travels. Goodbye.
We are going to the area of the furnace because this furnace is still pretty unstable. I can't go in there yet, but if I did, if I didn't have the electrogranum on me, it would slowly take away my health. Much like Akamoto Peak. It is so annoying to fight specters here. Something I realized about Kazuha. I actually don't know if it's with his stuff. No, it's not with his talents. But something I realized about his weapon. I have to fight specters. And most of the specters are on Sarai Island, where the thunder is that tracks me every 2 seconds, and if it strikes me, it takes away half my health. Or over half my health. Is it called Sarai Island? Yeah. And then the electro stuffs that slowly degrades your health as well if you don't have an electrogranum. Yeah, fighting specters here is fun. It's a little less annoying fighting specters when I have Kazuha, just because he can actually pull the specters in. I don't know if they like busted the specters a little bit to make them easier, but whatever. Now, I was always curious why Xavier's quest wasn't here. The 5 or 7 day quest to basically what was it? To basically fix the furnace, so then the electro stuff will stop degrading your health once you go in here after that 5 to 7 day quest. But I think you actually have to do... You have to do one of the quests in the Kujo encampment, and it might be this first. And then you might be able to unlock... That's really cool that that's there. Wait, before? Wasn't it normally just the try symbol, not like all of these? That's really cool. I don't know if that's newer. Yeah, you have to do something in the Kujo encampment to get to Xavier, and I don't know why, but I researched it because I was so confused. It's been a couple years since I've done Xavier's quest, actually. And I didn't even read that quest, so I don't know what it exactly entails. Huh? Why are we here? Are you Xavier? You're not Xavier. You are Xavier!
What kind of person comes to a place like this and just spaces out?
Actually, he stays very close to the berry.
Let's find out. Come on, let's ask this guy.
Suspicious.
Hey, I wasn't spacing out. I was pondering some problems.
Spacing out.
Sure you were. Your eyes were glazed over, dude.
Top
You were a
hats.
million miles away.
Why
He's
are you
from
making fun of
Fontaine!
me?
Top
I told
hats!
you I wasn't
Great
spacing
inventor.
out. I was ruminating on some problems. Technological, environmental, and so forth. This is Tatarasuna, after all.
So fancy. Not necessarily a top hat. It's kind of like a fedora, actually. But, I don't think he actually talks in the world quest, which is one reason why I didn't actually, pay attention to the world quest when I was just skipping through it, but...
Oh, he said Tatarasuna. Looks like we came to the right person.
Oh, is there something you want to know about Tatarasuna?
Should I address you? I don't care, I'm addressing him as Xavier.
My name's Xavier.
Xavier. Do you know much about Tatarasuna? I should have guessed that your name was Xavier instead of Xavier. Because you're from Fontaine.
Certainly do. I've researched the furnace here in some depth. If there's anything you want to know, just ask away.
How well do you understand the history of this area? See, the furnace is unstable now. Has it been unstable for 400 years?
Like the back of my hand. Make no mistake, I have been here a good many times before. Not
You're only
that,
making
but
yourself
I've met
seem more
people
suspicious.
in Inazuma whose families used to live in Tatarasuna years ago. They said it's all true, the history here.
I'm listening.
Oh, well, it's a long story, don't you know? The tale
Yeah.
of Tatarasuna starts a long time ago.
Yeah.
I'm told
I
that
know.
its history is one of the most foremost forging and smelting operations in the nation, goes back around 1,000 years. Still, the furnace has had a couple of serious maintenance issues along the way.
A couple? When exactly?
One was just in the last few years, the other was several hundred years ago. A fun fact, I'm not the first Fontaine tech guy to come and work on it either.
Yeah, I
There
mean,
was a guy back then, too. They say
Oh.
he was a mechanic who consulted on a technology upgrade. It seems like the technological collaboration between our two nations goes back a long way. How about that?
Actually, he wasn't from Fontaine. He might have killed the original guy from Fontaine that was supposed to come over there. I don't know. But the Fontaine guy that you are thinking of, he wasn't from Fontaine. He was... I guess you could kind of call him like a metal doctor, because he pretended to be a mechanic, but he's really a doctor and he's like a mad scientist kind of. But no, he wasn't a mechanic, and he was not from Fontaine, I believe. Actually, yeah, he's originally from Sumeru. Mechanic, huh? Looks like the doctor still sabotaged the furnace, leading to all the ensuing chaos.
Hey, weren't you gonna ask Xavier something about Tatarasuna? Come on, ask already.
I am.
Oh, I didn't realize you two were here for a history lesson.
Me neither.
You didn't realize what I asked? Do you know the history of this place?
Feels like we've been preparing for a history exam or something.
What brought this on? Did you
Also,
just
I love the
wake
water
up
over
today
here.
with a
It's
sudden
sparkling.
burning desire
Cool.
for historical knowledge?
Pretty much. So can I ask one more question?
Sure, go ahead.
Well, thanks for being so nice, Xavier. Have you ever heard of a Kabukimono connected to the Tatarasuna? His smile is immediately gonna drop into that.
A kabuki mono?
Oh.
No, I
I thought
can't
he was gonna
say
be
that I
like,
have.
oh, that's the being
I
we
do know
don't
the
talk
word.
about, or something like that.
Inazuman for those eccentric types who always go around dressed to the nines. Just the sort of person that I'd like to meet, actually.
I mean,
But
he
sadly,
was
I've
the
never had
Inazuma
the
Archon's
pleasure, nor
puppet,
have I come
but...
across anything to do with a kabuki mono where Tatarasuna is concerned.
So, Kabukimono is just something strange, out of the ordinary, wearing out of the ordinary clothes. Am I a Kabukimono? I mean, I'm not from Inazuma, I guess. But I feel like I would be referred to as a Kabukimono. I don't know. So there's no more Kabukimono. Did the Balladeer really manage to erase himself from history completely? If so, he must have wanted to change the world and revert everything back to the way it was. But so far, it looks like the majority of changes have only infected himself. Thanks, Xavier.
Of course! Don't mention it.
Oh, we're leaving?
You really
Okay,
talk
bye,
like you're from
Xavier.
Fontaine, too.
Oh, you're most welcome. More than happy to help.
Sophisticated.
Farewell.
Looks like you got all the information you're looking
I know Xavier. We can trust him, but he's still so suspicious. If I didn't know him, I would be completely suspicious of him. That's not just because he's an inventor from Fontaine. Time to go back and see Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Sure, but what's up with you today? Whatever it is, it seems like it's really troubling you.
Yeah, no kidding.
Keep your smile, Spinal Crocodile. No matter what happens, Paimon will always be there for you.
This is what I love about these two. They have such a wholesome bond. They act like siblings. Older sister, younger sister. Paimon cares for the traveler. How could she betray the traveler? It doesn't make sense. Thank you, Paimon.
Hey, don't mention it. Let's head off and go meet Nahida.
I am crying and my heart is crying. Because that is so wholesome. Oh, wait. There's a Samaturl over there. I need as much Samaturl loot as I can get.
Into the wind.
As you can see, I'm doing a little bit more damage just because I'm leveling on my characters. I'll collect that later. But I do need Samaturl stuff wherever I can get it. Because I really don't want to look at the Teyvat interactive map, and honestly, oh, maybe it's showing this. So confused why this is appearing. Or not. Maybe I remember this cavern, maybe I don't. I really don't want to look at the Teyvat interactive map till I explore Fontaine, because if it just so happens to pop up on Fontaine like it did with the Valoria Mirage, then I'm gonna get spoilers and I don't want that. So I go by the book. I go by this guide from the enemies, and it only has a limited amount of Samaturls, which I hate. I hate it so much. And then it takes 11 hours to respawn those guys specifically, so then I have to remember where Samaturls were without looking at the Teyvat interactive map. It's annoying. Kabuki Mona's finale. Man, we have so much to do. And I have 10 days for that event. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, and I want to do it. I'm trying to debate if we should do Kariba or not, but I think we would have the time. Because I just have to get to Fontaine, unlock a statue of the Seven in Fontaine to begin the event. I don't have to do any part of the quest. And it's 10 days, so I do have time, but it still stresses me out.
Hey, it's them!
Hi. Forgot about you guys. We're kind of doing our own research right now. Leave me alone!
You're still here?
Yeah, you're actually closer to Nahida. Are you still talking about the essay?
Indeed we are. If you have a moment, we'd love for you to join us once
Don't
more.
make me read more, please!
We have time. What do you want to talk to us about?
Please don't make me read more.
It's the same topic we discussed last time. Obviously.
Obviously.
Still looking for more info about Tatara Suna, huh? Should we join them?
No, I don't want to read more. Perfect. These two have researched Tatara Suna's past. Let's hear what they have to say. Basically, I read these two guys' essays about Tatara Suna, and they were super long, and I read them because I wouldn't be able to read them any other way. And it's still kind of lore, so I'm gonna read what I can.
Unfortunately, we haven't made any real progress.
No, I don't want to read it again. The article that you let me read last time was great. Can I read it again?
Huh? Oh, of course.
See, I actually like this one a little bit more because the other one kind of told like a story. This one is like notes. Combine those two together, and it's like the essay that you guys were striving for. Oh, that's gold. I'm trying to see if this is new or not. I don't think it is new. The mechanic. I think it's making it gold just so it hints at like, hey, this is part of the story.
I presume you'll want to read mine as well.
No!
Here.
I don't want to read it. I'm not gonna read it. I don't think it is new. It's just highlighting it. The content has changed. What? Another effect of tampering with information, an Irminsul. The Balladeer said he'd erased 2 of his names. If he'd really succeeded, it must have taken all his might. But still.
Well, what do you think?
I don't know. A masterpiece! Yeah, play 3 egos.
Traveler, remember how last time Akaba was saying how he wished he could gather more information about all this? Well, we just got back from Inazuma. So how about we tell them what we learned?
Sure.
What did you find out? Something big?
Yes?
It's a long story. Basically, we have some friends in Inazuma.
You're just gonna explain
and...
everything. You told the 2 writers where you learned about the Raiden Goken and Tarasuna's history.
So many new details. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Creepy!
Well, well. So it all comes down to one man's desire for revenge. Huh. You heard this from a member of the Amanoma clan, you say? Then I guess it must be true. Ugh. So there's no ghost story here after all.
Wait, are you
This
from
new
Inazuma?
information actually lends further credence to my
You
hypothesis.
look like you're from Inazuma.
Evidently, swordsmiths were seen as having an incredibly prestigious role in society those days, to the extent that harming them was conceived of, at least by the perpetrator, as a way of exacting revenge against those in power.
Yes, okay, point taken, you were right.
That looks like
I mean, I can't
Fontaine!
carry on with my novel.
What is that? What is that? What is that? What is that?
And they're back at it. These guys are really
I like how
into
it
this.
actually shows them arguing. More detail in the quest means more detail in the Fontaine Archon quest. We've got some things to take care of. Bye for now.
Oh, so sorry. Look at us, prattling on about our projects and ignoring you.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Thank you so much for the information.
Welcome. See ya.
We're just gonna leave?
Keep us in the loop if you find out anything else.
That seems a lot closer than I initially remember.
Will do.
Why is that? Oh, maybe it was just zoomed in. I don't know. Do you know anything about a Kabuki-mono and or Wanderer aka Balladeer? He goes by 3 names. Please tell me you do. I don't think you do, because, I mean, technically you're from Teyvat? Though you're an Archon, so I don't know, and you're directly made from Irminsul, so maybe you don't?
Traveler, Paimon, how have you been? Where to start? Paimon hasn't had a moment's rest this whole time. That night, we ended up chatting until suddenly the sun was up. And then she decided she wanted to go to Inazuma.
I was investigating the situation with the Balladeer.
The Balladeer?
She doesn't know!
Sounds like some kind of code name.
Oh no. She doesn't
You
know.
look troubled. Is there something you need to tell
There's
me?
actually a lot I need to tell you, Nahida. Even Nahida doesn't remember, just like last time. Any changes to Irminsul affect her as well. She's literally a stick from Irminsul, of course. The Balladeer acted quickly. He finished erasing himself before Nahida could stop him. I'm the only one who still remembers the things that were erased. Once again, I am the record keeper. Oh, is that another name under my belt? If so, that's really cool.
Traveler? Hey, what's wrong? You look so upset.
Yeah, I got a lot to tell you guys. There are things that have happened that only I can remember. I have to tell you the truth. Are we going to tell about Rukadavada? I don't think we are. I think it was in her first quest that she mentioned maybe we should mention Rukadavada, and then she didn't mention Rukadavada. With a heavy heart, you piece back the story that was broken and scattered across time. There once was one named the Balladeer, created by the Electro Archon. He was a puppet who lived among men. After a series of events into Tarasuna, the Balladeer, thinking he had been thrice betrayed, left Inazuma to roam the world beyond. With no trust for humans and only loathing for the gods, he bore his grudge for years as he grew in strength, then returned to Inazuma to take his revenge. He tried in vain to become a deity with a gnosis and ended up losing everything. Was that when he took the gnosis from Yai? And then lost everything here in Sumeru? Finally, he entered Irminsul and learned the truth behind his betrayal. Knowing that now his entire life was built on lies, he did the unthinkable in an attempt to reverse his tragic fate. Oh!
That's quite a story.
But how was he able to erase himself?
So, this puppet known as the Balladeer erased himself from Irminsul, hoping that he could change the past. But how was he even able to do that?
Exactly!
As the traveler said, he very nearly became Sumeru's deity. Admittedly, I remember it a little differently. I don't recall finding anyone inside the machine after we defeated
Ooh, so it was changed.
Nevertheless, it does make sense. If someone were to successfully
You gotta trust
erase
me, I'm not
themselves
from
Irminsul,
Tibet,
the
so
world
I
would
know the
change to
memories.
reflect the new reality.
I'm the record keeper! Woo!
So, you believe this person really existed, and we just don't remember him because, well, because he literally changed the world?
Yeah.
Yes.
You can't change me because I'm not from this
Theoretically
world.
speaking,
I don't have any
it is
ties to
possible
this
to do
world.
this.
Other than maybe
I'm struggling to
Aether,
imagine
because
the kind
I'm a little
person who
suspicious of
can't go
him.
through with
He's
it.
not a descender, but we are. Maybe we'll get to that in her second story quest.
The traveler comes from a world beyond Teyvat. That's why there's no information about her in Irminsul. And it also explains
I
why
come
any
from the
changes
literal
to
galaxy.
Irminsul wouldn't affect her.
Well, I guess she had to be created on some world, I guess.
So if there's anyone in the world capable of retaining memories from a past that has been rewritten, it's you. It's quite incredible when you think about it.
You could say that again.
Paimon's having a hard time understanding this Balladeer guy's motivations. Why did he do it?
I honestly don't know.
I can only make inferences based on the information we've been given. As for what kind of person he was, only you remember that.
I mean, he was kind of a jerk with no filter. And he still kind of is, but he's nicer at the same time. I'm not really sure. We were enemies after all. I don't know his He killed Tepe! I don't know his perspective on all of us, so I can't say what he did, why he did something so extreme. Did he want to reset everything or save someone? He probably wanted to save Niwa, but wasn't able to do it. Or did he want to completely undo his existence? Probably that too. Everything can be set right. It's time to solve this once and for all. Maybe that's all there is to it. I still remember the question he asked. He asked me specifically, and my hesitation gave him his answer. Was it like, can the future be changed? Or can something be erased? Or something like that. And she hesitated, and that gave him his answer because she instantly thought of Rukkhadevata. I hesitated because I witnessed Greater Lord Rukkhadevata erase her own existence, but I can't tell Nahida that. To put it another way, well, we could just tell Nahida we hesitated because it's such a shocking question. To put it another way, I know why the Balladeer was so sure it could work, but I can't tell them that.
Something else worrying you? Something that you can't share?
Yeah, I can't share it with you. I just feel empty. He chose such a radical... You gotta use the word radical option, and yet...
It couldn't change the fate of the ones who had died, right?
Yes.
Once the Balladeer realized he hadn't been betrayed after all, it must have completely changed his view of the people of Tatarasuna. Now he saw them as friends again.
Aww. And he threw his friend's heart, his literal heart, to the ground. Oh my god, that is so sad.
He couldn't keep hating humans after that. And if he thought there was a chance he could save his old friends, it would be hard not to try. The story makes sense. Every part of it. The Balladeer tried to achieve godhood with the doctor's help.
No, he was using him for 400 years.
But retained the power to connect with Irminsul. That power then enabled him to change what was recorded in Irminsul and erase himself, even though he didn't have much strength left.
What if he just erased people's memories of him and then erased his memories as well?
Yeah.
Is that an option?
It does make sense, but it still ended in tragedy for his friends. It just feels so hopeless.
That would also be erasing himself because no one remembers him, not even himself.
He got nothing in return.
Not physically erasing him, but just mentally, I guess? Yeah, he changed the world in so many ways, and yet the dead still didn't get a second chance. Well, that would change literally everything in Tibet. Those fated to a tragic end could not be saved. What exactly did he want to fight back against? The betrayals in his life? Or did he wish he never existed at all? No! That is so sad!
Please wait a moment. I want to check something.
Irminsul? Probably. I love her beads!
Found it. This should be the one.
Ooh, I recognize that!
It turns out that I have a strange way of confirming everything she has told us.
You think I'm lying to you?
What is it? A record from a personal collection.
Personal?
It was tucked away in a corner.
Oh? In a corner of Irminsul, like it's a room or something?
You should take a look.
Surprisingly, the information is presented to you in a way that resembles a fairy tale.
Is this a fairy tale? Who wrote it?
Probably Nahida. I'm honestly not surprised if it was from Nahida and it was wrote as a fairy tale. This matches everything I said.
I authored this record myself.
How often do you record things like this? Is it like every few seconds? Because not even you knew what was going on.
Huh? You wrote a fairy tale that somehow has something
I
to do
remember
with the
this!
Balladeer?
Oh, yep, I remember this.
When combined with the traveler's narrative, it's clear that this story is an allegory.
This
Everything
story
in it
is
a
really
symbol
cute,
of something
actually.
else. Hold on. So this record survived from the past?
What?
Yes. Any information about the Balladeer or the Kabukimono and other records will have been changed. But I wrote this story in a way that means it was left intact. Changing the information in Irminsul changes to that. But Irminsul can't change information that was well hidden in advance. I guess I must have written this story as a backup before the Balladeer entered Irminsul. That's incredible! What a great idea!
Nice.
Sending the traveler into Irminsul with the Balladeer must have been a further precaution. I knew she'd remember everything. This story is abstract enough that it still resonates with the present information recorded in Irminsul. But if we
I'm
connect
glad you
all the
didn't do
different
anything
pieces
similar to
together,
that when
the
it
true
related
story
to
that emerges
Rukavada.
is the one she told us. The now erased life of the Balladeer.
I remember
There was
this.
once a lone monster draped in fox fur. The monster found a family of foxes, joined them, and they became friends.
I think the
lived
monster
with the family day and night, and everyone treated it
is
as
the
one of
wanderer.
their own. Once in a while, the monster would take off its fox fur at night and lament to itself as it gazed at its reflection
So
in the
cute.
water. I am a monstrosity, yet they are too foolish to see it. I pity them. But the monster soon found solace when another came to live among the foxes who was not
Nope,
their
the
kin.
cat is the wanderer. This is the wanderer.
Carved from the
This
wood of a
is the
white
doctor,
tree
maybe.
who had been abandoned by the humans. The kitten too wished to become a fox, but its tail was too slender and it could not grow a coat of
The
richly
cat is the
colored
wanderer,
fur.
as you can see.
Yet when the other foxes saw this, they spoke words of comfort to the kitten. Even without a tail and fur like ours, you are still one of us.
Aww.
Furious
Yep.
at this happy resolution,
That was the
monster
doctor.
lit a fire on the mountain. The terrified animals panicked as the fire spread.
That's
The only way to extinguish the flames was to make a sacrifice. A gray fox stood up and addressed the monster. It said, "You are the cleverest among us. Surely you can help us find a way to solve this." The monster smiled, led the fox toward the fire, and murdered it.
That was Niwa.
The gray fox's heart was turned into a beautiful drop of water, clear, spotless, and pure.
Oh no.
The monster gave a heart of water to the kitten, telling him, "The foxes have decided. You are the one who must be sacrificed. Take this, quench the
No.
flames, and die for your fox king."
And he's crying. No.
The fire was extinguished, but the kitten lived. It left that side of the mountain and found a little bird
Oh, and that's
who had
the
a broken
little
wing.
friend that
The
died.
two promised they would spend their whole lives
Because
together.
he didn't
But
understand
the little bird did
mortality.
not have long left to live. It passed away soon after. After burying the bird, the kitten left the mountain for good.
I mean, technically, he set a fire to his house.
Never
but
again would it cherish a single creature, nor a single blade of grass that stood on that mountain. The kitten spent the nights wandering aimlessly, gnashing its teeth at the moon. How it wished to swallow the moon and devour the moonlight. If the world could only return to darkness, then it would finally be peaceful and content.
I can't.
I will become the new moon, the
Doctor,
answer to
just
everything.
leave him alone.
Then, no one will know that there were once birds, foxes, and cats in this world. And no one can know that they were different.
Had he not gone through these betrayals, he would have been a nice guy.
Solved it!
Oh, I thought there were pictures,
I
though.
remember now. This is not just the Balladeer story. It is his very own memories.
Yeah.
I made a backup so that it would be preserved no matter what happened. To become a god, he was experimented on and modified countless times. It was brutal torture.
Does that
and
mean
the
you would
only
never
reason
forget
he was
me
able
because
to
I'm not
survive
from
is that he was a puppet.
Teyvat,
This memory was
so I'm not
extracted from him by
in
the
Irminsul?
scholars. Presumably, they kept it to have something to defend themselves with. Creating a deity was just the first step. Some of them wanted to be able to control it. That's why they backed up his memory for later use. I buried it deep inside one of my own dreams, and then hid it inside an allegorical story so that it wouldn't be altered.
Allegorical.
It's hard to believe that this person really existed, let alone that he tried to get rid of us on more than one occasion.
I trust Paimon!
Paimon has no memory of him at all. He completely vanished like a puff of smoke.
Oh, I love how it represents him as a
agreed
kid.
to help me look for information about the Descenders, and although he was unsuccessful, he still helped you. Before he vanished, he confirmed an important detail, that Conria was where your twin first came into this world. We still don't know how the change to Irminsul will affect the senior ranks of the Fatui, but
How does
in
that
all
make
likelihood,
sense since he's my
they won't even
twin?
remember their own harbinger.
Actually, this part of the quest is where, like, Tartaglia's voice lines change about the Wanderer, saying the 13th spot, or was it the 13th? Whatever spot the Balladeer held, that spot had always been open. Before he had, like, some kind of voice line, but I believe it changes due to this quest. Either it changed due to the quest, or it changed due to the update. I've never had this feeling before. It feels like life is as insignificant as a feather. Don't feel like that?
It sounds like Paimon wouldn't like this guy a whole lot if he was still around.
Oh.
But
I mean, I didn't like him either, but I like reformed
doesn't like
him.
the way it all ended that much better. This is why wisdom alone cannot answer all our questions. We look, we see, and we comprehend, but the question still troubles us. So the answer is not everything. People yearn to find the truth and then conquer the troubles they face. When you give someone the truth, you give them a chance to choose their own destiny. To others looking on, this may seem like a pointless endeavor, but for him, the chance to act on his desire to disappear must have meant a lot.
It is so sad.
Never forget that even
Why
when
does
we
it
walk
have to be
beneath
this
dark clouds
sad?
along a road filled with suffering, the light of wisdom is always there, guiding us toward a better destination. And that is what you have been doing all along.
Huh?
Yeah, Nahita's right. Cheer up. How about we go get something to eat?
Yeah,
Have
let's.
a conversation again later. Good idea. Paimon, why don't you take her out for a walk to clear her head? You got it. Come on, traveler. You need to get
I
out of
mean,
your head for a
also
while.
learning that
You'll feel
I'm
much
something
better
called a
after taking
descender,
walk.
and my twin brother is not a descender somehow.
Let's
How
go
do
get
you
a
even
snack from
become
one
a
of the stalls
descender?
in the
Do you,
Grand
like,
Bazaar. That'll be sure to lift our
stay in
spirits.
Teyvat for a specific amount of time? Because we've
Must be
stayed in
really tough
Teyvat
being
for
the
like
only one who
500
remembers
years.
all that. But Paimon's always here to help cheer you up.
That is so cute. I love their bond so much. Alright, walk around the Grand Bazaar to clear your head. I can do that. It's night. Man, I want to get to Fontaine so badly. I'm just gonna have to forget about it for the time being, because after this, I still have 2 more quests I want to do. I don't need to do Nahita's second story quest, and I'm honestly still gonna debate whether I should do Nahita's second story quest or not. But does this take me? No, this doesn't take me to the Grand Bazaar. I thought it did. I'm still gonna debate whether I actually want to do Nahida's second story quest or not, because I haven't unlocked it yet. I don't think. No, I haven't. So I'll have to debate on that, but I don't think that's a requirement. I think I just get to, like, explore it like, you know, any other nation. Though I don't know, because I haven't seen anything on the New Fontaine area, or New Sumeru area.
We're here! What should we eat first?
Almost anything, at least. I've seen a few things. I have a nagging feeling there's something I'm missing. Something important that I'm forgetting. You're not relaxing, Lumine!
Hey, are you gonna answer or what?
Food is food, man. Sorry, it's just... Give me a minute. I'm still processing. Girl's got a lot on her mind.
Whatever you want. Well, Paimon will be right here when you figured stuff out.
Aww.
Then we can get something to eat.
Oh, she even waits to eat before she figures it out. That's so cute. Come on, brain. Let's dig this out. It's got to be somewhere in there. Somewhere. It was something about Irminsul and deleting oneself. Greater Lord Rukadavada, forbidden knowledge. Nahida, why do her eyes keep twitching?
What is it? Have you figured it all out?
That was a few seconds. Oh? Yes, that was it. Greater Lord Rukadavada. She said that no one can erase themselves from existence, not even her. That's what I was saying. I kept remembering Rukadavada saying that, and I was like, how can you erase yourself? Wouldn't that be contradictory? So he's still alive. He just erased everyone's memory of him and erased his memory as well. Erasing himself, but not erasing himself. Otherwise, why would she need to create her own reincarnation in Lesser Lord Kusanali to do the deletion for her? There would be no point. Obviously, because, as it was explained, because Rukadavada knew about the forbidden knowledge, that her knowledge of that knowledge was corrupting Irminsul, and the knowledge of Rukadavada itself was corrupting Irminsul, and we had to get rid of that knowledge, aka get rid of Rukadavada completely. Even though I still remember her, we're not from this world, so doesn't bother that.
Why'd you jump up all of a sudden?
She figured it out! No, I can't tell Paimon. She doesn't know about Greater Lord Rukadavada. But how do we tell them this? But this is a crucially important detail. It's simply not possible for the Balladeer to completely erase his own existence. In which case, the question is, what happened to him?
Excuse me, boss. There seems to be a small problem
There
with the last bill. Look, here.
He even talks softer here, too. I love it so much. I don't know if he had these clothes before, but he has them now. Speak of the goddamn devil.
Hey! Hey, wait!
Oopsie.
Hmm? You mean me?
Didn't someone just run from the stall? Did someone steal?
No, not you. That kid. Didn't you see? Little rascal grabbed my last 2 fresh Sunsettias and ran off. Look, if you're gonna help out here...
Hat from? I get
can't
the
keep
outfit, but
spacing
where'd you
out,
get the
okay?
hat from?
What is it?
Is there a hat place that creates...
Or is the big city
Did you
got
go to
too many
Fontaine just to get that hat?
I wasn't paying close enough attention. Sorry, boss. I think you're right. Maybe it's the city. It's so exciting. It can be hard to focus.
Oh, there's me.
You know him or something?
Yeah, that guy's the Balladeer.
He's who?
The guy I just told you about?
You're a strange one, kiddo. You say you don't want any money for helping out here, and
Because
then
he
when I
doesn't know what
actually
his
give you
purpose
some
is
work
because
to
he
do,
erased his own
you keep
memory.
letting yourself get distracted. I don't want to take
But
advantage.
how is he
so
able to
I'm
erase
happy
his
pay you
own
what I pay
memory?
anyone
Wouldn't that
else.
also be
But if
contradictory?
you keep acting like this, pretty soon I won't be able to afford to.
No, please. I mean it. You don't need to pay me anything.
I'm just so thankful you agreed to take on an outsider like me.
He has no idea where he is or what he's supposed to do. And he's so nice right now. I mean, he's still... I'm not gonna explain how, but once he gets reformed, he is still pretty mean and salty. But I like him being mean and salty. I'm also not used to this being empty because his vision is normally here.
You're welcome.
Not gonna
I
explain
guess.
how he gets his vision.
But I got bigger things to worry about. Look,
I actually want to draw how he gets his vision because
and I
it's
promised
actually
the
really
lady
cool.
down the street I'd deliver a fruit bowl this evening.
Leave it to me. I'll find some more. Just a moment. I'll be right back.
Stop.
He wants to be of use. Let him be of
I've never met a
use.
worker who said they didn't want a wage before. And at first, I got greedy. Couldn't believe my luck. But I figured you'd start asking for something in return eventually. You don't want money. You don't take days off. And in your free time, all I
How
see
long
you
has
do
he
is
been like this?
wander around, taking in the sights.
He is
Are you
called the Wanderer.
a drifter or something?
That's right, I am. We can talk more about that later. First, let me get those fruits you needed. Sunsetius, was it? I'll be right back.
He wants to be of use. Let him be of use, boss. I mean, I get it. You're confused, but... Free labor? Let's follow him.
Okay, stay out of sight. Don't let him see you.
Because, well, he's seen as creeps, and technically right now, he is... Follow the person you just saw. Technically right now, he is considered a whole new person because he doesn't remember a thing. He probably doesn't remember us either. What's that puppy doing? How did he get so far? It said, don't let him see you. I thought this was going to be some type of sneaky thing. It's not. Oh, I want to get those birdies, but I would have gotten the dog accidentally if I did. Don't mind us, we're just going the same exact direction. Oh yeah, great not being noticed. You're just gonna stand there and stare at him.
Even though you say he's the balladeer, what are we planning on doing? Stealing his Sunsetius? Isn't that a bit too cruel?
Shush!
Oh, alright.
Still
This
listens.
should be enough. Guess I should wash them before I take them back.
If I wasn't seeing this with my own eyes, I would never believe it.
Huh?
Nothing?
You two over there. Is there something I can help you with?
Yeah, I mean...
He spotted us!
We kind of have to give you your...
You've been following me all the way from the city. I'd have to be blind not to notice.
So he still has his senses, he just doesn't remember anything. You're right, we were following you.
Have we met before?
Those Sunsetias are ginormous, holy crap!
No, we haven't met. But you know me?
Yeah, because I'm not from this world and I remember your past deeds. You technically killed Tepe, but I kind of don't forgive you about that. But I also kind of forgive A, and Tepe's fault was kind of her fault, but it's also not. It's complicated. Yes, I do know you.
I have no recollection.
It's complicated.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes! I saw him with my own 2 eyes!
Sorry, but I just can't take
I mean,
your
I
word
think
for
he
it.
has a different outfit, maybe, but I can prove it. You're a puppet.
A puppet?
So does he still know that he's a puppet?
Huh?
He does!
You were right. The look on his face.
Is he remembering?
I guess you do know me after all. That is not something I share with a lot of people.
So I think it was around his time with Niwa that he used to have, oh my god, those Sunsetias are as giant as Paimon. He used to have limbs that look like or joints that look like they were from a puppet as well. So it's like curved and stuff. But I think it was around the time Niwa took him in and we're like teaching him simple things, like teaching him cleaning and stuff. Because he had just been abandoned by A. So he knew literally nothing. But I mean, technically, A was saving him because she didn't want to destroy him, even though he eventually wanted to be destroyed. Whatever. And then those joints kind of like melded together, making him look human, but he still is technically a puppet.
Look, I'm just a wanderer. But seeing as you've gone through all this trouble to track me down, I'm sure whatever it is must be important.
There's somewhere I want to take you.
Okay, but please let me deliver these goods to my boss first.
Are you really working for that guy? He said you don't want any more for it. Is that true?
Yes, I ran into him out in the wilderness during a storm, and he let me take shelter in his cart. In return, I said I'd be his helper for a while.
For a while?
That's oddly nice of you.
Let me take these back. Then I'll come with you, okay?
He doesn't remember anything. He just wants to be of use to people, which is adorable. Alright.
Then let's return to the city.
Please teleport me back. Please. Please, 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 please. No! I knew it wasn't gonna. Ooh. Padisara and Sumer Rose. Even though it's not technically the original Padisara. Come on! So, are we taking him to Nahida afterwards? Does he know that Nahida is the Sumer Archon? Does he know that he... Well, obviously he doesn't know that he attacked her because he doesn't remember anything. Alright, boss man, we got your Sincerias.
I'll leave them right here.
Pretty sure you washed them too.
Oh, you really went and picked some more. Who are these two?
Friends!
Something's come up, and they need to borrow me. Sorry, boss. I'm afraid I'll be away from the stall
literally
for a while.
been doing free labor. I don't think he cares.
I was just about to pay you anyway.
Aw.
Go wherever you want, kid.
Yeah.
Don't waste your time here.
You say kid, and yet
What?
he's as old as me.
I get
500
it, okay?
plus.
You just wanted to help
Actually,
me
he's
out,
500
to thank
years
me for
old. We're
giving you
probably
shelter from the
500
rain
plus.
that day. Even then, I don't understand why you're so adamant that you don't want any pay for it. But look, it was pouring down, and there you were, sauntering along without a care in the world.
Because
Like you had
he
nowhere to be
is a
and didn't
puppet.
even
He
care that it
doesn't
was
care
raining.
for things like that.
Imagine you and me for a
Probably
second.
can't even get sick.
It's a little weird, right? Why is this guy traveling during a rainstorm if he's not trying to get somewhere?
He has an umbrella hat.
And why is he taking a shortcut through the open country if he's not even in a hurry? But anyway,
Does he
you
even
didn't
know?
put me out
Probably
even
not.
slightly. You don't owe me a thing for it. Certainly not all this. Your time
Was
is
it
valuable.
an actual memory or
You
was it a
know,
fabricated
You should
memory? I
go
don't
live
know.
your life.
But I don't...
Oh. He doesn't know what to do with his life.
No, you're right.
So bad for him. Oh.
Then I suppose this is where we say goodbye. Thank you again for taking me into the city.
Don't mention it, kiddo. I've run into all kinds of characters over the years. I just hope you find your path.
Oh, I mean, he will, but...
Thank you.
Oh, I feel so bad for him.
All right, done. Thanks for waiting for me.
But how does
We can
it
go
lead
now.
up? How does this lead up to what I remember? Because I remember one major scene near the end that I can't mention because it's spoilers for anyone who doesn't know. But I thought that guy was just spinning in circles. But how does it lead up to there? It doesn't make sense. I don't know. I don't remember how it all pieced together. Just remember the major stuff. What happens after this? Yeah, I don't remember. It's been so long. It's already 4.0, and I can't even enjoy it. Ooh, you got a screen?
Nahida! Nahida! What's wrong? Huh? Are you?
The Balladeer, yes.
Hello. I do apologize for the sudden intrusion.
You're so nice.
We found this guy in the street, but he doesn't seem to remember anything. So, yeah, quite an eventful walk.
But he's the Balladeer. You tell Lesser Lord Kusanali about what happened in the Grand Bazaar.
You say that you are trekking across Teyvat to train yourself. Many other Inazumans who describe themselves in this way call themselves Shugenja. Why do you refer to yourself as a wanderer?
Well, it seems more relevant in my case.
What's the story
it
that
sounds
you
like a
remember?
plant
You
with
were
no roots.
abandoned by your friends and then you became a wanderer? I don't.
But these two claim that they know me, and that I have a hidden past unknown even to myself.
Yeah, I
I
mean, you
wouldn't
do.
call it the past, but rather... this is a difficult one to explain.
Yeah.
I don't like to rely on
It
using
did
terms like this
happen.
often, but in your case... it
So
seems
he
that
just
it
erased
ought to be
memories.
called,
He didn't actually change events,
previous
right?
incarnation.
I think that's the case.
Oh, like a past life or something? Yes, something far more distant than the past. So far away that you cannot perceive it.
Okay, I have to ask. What was I like in my previous incarnation?
Mass murder? For a start.
Oh, okay. I see.
Oh no, that gives
You
him
want
his
to tell
answer
me,
too.
but you can't bring yourselves to say it. Looks like I didn't have the most wonderful existence in my previous incarnation.
We're just trying to think where to start.
If it's that difficult to
You
talk
were a
about,
joy.
I have no doubt it will be just as difficult to hear.
Oh.
But I'll be able to handle it. Please, tell me
Oh,
the truth.
look on his face.
Is truth something you care a lot about?
Yes.
Then I'll be straight with you. In your previous incarnation, you did many things that would be considered evil.
And Nahida, define evil. Please. I mean, obviously it's like bad and stuff, but what's the actual definition of evil? I'm a little confused by that. I mean, obviously he was evil, but... just a thought.
You nearly died because of what other people did. And many died because of you. As a non-human being, you hated gods and humans alike. You drifted from place to place,
Because he
never
didn't
able
know
to
what to
settle,
think.
even where you found
Well,
solace in
clearly
identity.
she's texting someone.
You adamantly believed that you
Somehow.
were missing a heart. Actions rooted in persistence sometimes bear bitter fruit. Sometimes, you have to let parts of yourself go, or you'll never be happy.
Oh. Nahida tells Wander about his past.
I gave everything I had. But it barely changed history at all.
In terms of the outcome alone, that's true.
I don't think I can judge everything I've heard purely in terms of right and wrong. Each choice a person makes belongs to a specific place and time. A chain of cause and effect.
I mean,
A
what you
cycle
did
of
in the
karma
past
and
was pretty
consequence.
wrong.
That is
But you
the
could
nature
try
of
to make
truth.
up for it in your
If
future.
one thing is right,
You could still be
its
a good
opposite
guy.
must be wrong. And yet, dichotomies like this are not enough to explain the world in all of its complexity.
It seems like my previous incarnation wasn't the most likable individual.
Not likely.
We're not trying to hurt your feelings or anything, but yeah, we weren't your biggest fans.
We were each other's enemies, to put it straight.
If we were enemies, why are you trying to help me find the truth?
Because I feel really bad for you, and I don't know why.
This is so frustrating! This guy's supposed to be our arch enemy.
He killed our friend.
Some random stranger we met on the street. He's got so much
I
to
mean,
answer for,
technically, I should blame the doctor for all of it, because if it weren't for him,
what a weird situation.
if it weren't for him, then all of that probably wouldn't have happened. Then he would have lived in well, actually, his friend probably still would have died from old age. But he wouldn't have been tricked and said, oh yeah, your friend betrayed you.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, As the god of wisdom, I trust that everything you told me must be true.
Yes, it's all true. I can even
Because
show you
she's
the memories
texting
themselves,
someone.
if you're willing.
Who are you
Please.
texting, Nahida?
I want to see them for myself. I want to experience my own
But
transgressions.
this isn't what I remember.
Even though it will cause your present self great mental anguish?
I'm just a puppet. With no heart and no name.
Aww.
There is nothing in this world for me to cling to fill the void within me. Except maybe these sins that can never be undone.
No! I feel so bad. Oh, I hate this. Give me 1 second. So I have mentioned that you can name him after all of this. It's really cool, but I want to name him the same name that I have on my my treasure account, basically. I shouldn't say my main account because this one is now kind of my main, but still. It's my treasure account. Okay, I remember the name, but I'm trying to see what it means again. Okay.
Very well. As you wish.
This isn't what I remember.
Shouldn't we go with him? This one's kind of on us for bringing him here.
Go with him?
Don't worry. Whatever danger I might face, it's my burden to bear.
Wait a minute.
Traveler,
What's
could
going
I
on?
ask you to supervise him on my behalf?
Okay.
Oh, good point. Given your, unique situation, we'd better
Unique
keep an eye on
situation.
you.
Understood.
He knows his past, but this would like set it solid in his
yourselves,
mind. Like, oh yeah, I did these specific things. Specifically, enter the memory. Oh, so we're entering the memories of what happened. The memories of a certain puppet. He can be the balladeer, harbinger of the Futui, and he can also be the Kabukimono who was once sighted in Tatarasuna. This is still so cool. I completely forgot about this. I keep forgetting that 4.0 is released. It's so exciting. And yet I can't enjoy it. Yeah, a little. Well, I'm not surprised that it's in Azuma. But a little tense considering I have Kazuha on my team. And Kazuha's the descender of Niwa, I believe?
Right now, you're in a dream I created using information extracted from your memories. These memories will show you the raw
They
truth.
are the Archon of Dreams.
But be aware that enemies may react just like in the real world.
But this isn't what I
Please be
remember!
careful. Sounds like an
Probably
immersive
getting to it.
experience. It's a good thing we came along.
You don't need to do this for me. I don't deserve your protection.
Yes, you do!
We never give up halfway. Well, we had to once, but that was your doing.
When did we do that? Oh, was that just when he'd, walked into Irminsul? Literally. And now we're just finishing the job.
All right. Thanks.
Wanderer, this is the shocking.
I do ask one thing of you. Become
your balladeer incarnation.
Please.
This is where the
Beg of
Electro
you.
Archon placed you after your creation. You had a great many memories here. Is that because this is kind of like his birthplace?
I mean, Inazuma was where he was created.
Sense. You'll see why shortly.
I hear footsteps.
This place is huge. I can't believe the landslide didn't fill it in. I wonder who built it. The Crystal Marrow Miners?
That's not creepy at all.
No, there's no way. Look
Oh,
at
that's
this
an
exquisite
eye.
construction work, and so well preserved too.
Well, I mean, a
No
skill
mining crew
and
would be
kind of
capable of
burst
this.
is like an eye, too.
There's someone passed out on the ground.
Who are you?
Uh-oh.
You're awake. what happened?
That's when he found him
How'd
as the
you get
Kabuki
stuck
Mono.
here? Are you injured? Huh. Not a scratch. And these fine clothes. Who are you?
This man is Katsuragi, deputy to Torichiyo's adopted son, Mikoshi Nagamasa. He found the balladeer in Shake Pavilion and took him back to Tatarasuna. And the rest is history. Well, it used to be.
All of this
In
is
the original
history.
version of events, Katsuragi was ultimately killed by Nagamasa.
I'm confused
Let
by
me
all
get
these
you out here.
names.
Are people
I'm gonna
nearby?
have to watch
Hang
this
in there.
VOD slowly, just so I can figure out all these confusing names.
During the Tatarasuna incident, Niwa was murdered by the doctor disguised as a mechanic. The balladeer, then known as the Kabuki Mono, disappeared not long after. As the second in command at Tatarasuna, responsibility for what had happened fell to Mikoshi Nagamasa. But Katsuragi had sworn lifelong loyalty to Nagamasa after the latter had once saved his life. At Katsuragi's insistence,
You lost me at the
Nagamasa
beginning of
killed
this.
him
I don't know
to
what's
put an
going
end
on.
to the Tatarasuna incident. Katsuragi seems like he was a good guy.
This is so
He looks like a
confusing.
warrior,
What's going on?
but he has a kind face. Why couldn't he live a long and happy life?
Oh, this is so sad. I don't like this. There's a chest. Don't take it. Is this gonna drop anything? One fell. It appears a second later because that's how those pots work.
Nagamasa, I found this young guy in a cave sealed off by a landslide. He doesn't remember his name.
Well, we need to call you something. I hear the workers are calling you the Kabuki Mono.
That's fine with me.
He's so
Katsuragi,
monotone.
report to Niwa. Tell him we have someone new joining us.
I'm confused by all of this lore. I really am gonna have to rewatch the VOD. Because this is where I instantly started getting confused because there's so many names. Ooh. I mean, it wouldn't matter if that happened anyways since I have Barbara, but still. Barely dodging it. Ooh, that happens. Forgot that. Can I, like, see the things that fall?
Huh? What are we doing back here?
Another memory? I hear voices.
Whoa, this is where you were
No!
born? It's pretty, but there's nobody here.
Oh.
I was abandoned, like you. I lived here for a while at first, but there's nothing for us here. We can't stay.
Okay. I heard my mom and dad used to make swords, but the factory manager died.
Oh.
And then my dad got sick.
Is that any correlation to your second friend?
He kept coughing all the time.
Or your first friend,
just
I
like
mean?
me. Then Mom started coughing too.
But you can't. You promised me.
No, you
Yep.
don't know
We're
how
family now.
mortality
We're gonna be
works.
together forever
No.
and ever. This child didn't have a name. Or rather, the balladeer didn't know what to call him. His father
He
died
didn't
before
even
he
know
could
a
name him.
name. He didn't even have
After
a
his mother
name.
died, the child stayed in their straw hut alone. Some of the neighbors helped to raise him. After leaving Tatarasuna, the balladeer ran into this child who didn't have a name, just like him. They made a promise to live together. What happened to the child then?
Oh,
He
he
died from
succumbed to
his illness while he was
mortality.
young. The balladeer came home one day and found that he had
No!
Hey! What's wrong? Say something!
Oh no!
You promised me we could be family!
No!
You're no different from Niwa and all the others.
No!
Me too.
That is so sad because none of them meant for the worst to happen to him. His friend wanted to stay with him forever, but he succumbed to his mortality, he succumbed to his illness. Niwa had been murdered, but had always considered a Balladeer family. I mean, I guess if Niwa didn't die, then the Balladeer might not have found the other kid, but still. And then A didn't destroy him because she wanted him to live a normal life. Oh my god, this is so sad. I'm still confused by the whole names with the first friend thing, but A was technically his mom?
The voices have gone. It looks like the memory ends here.
Is there gonna be another one?
Let's keep going.
Oh, yep. Oh boy. Is this approaching what I think it's approaching? So sad. Oh, I hate that so much. Oh, that happens. Am I gonna fight some peoples or what? Hello? I like those teleport waypoints. Those are cool. Head towards the next
You do
one.
realize you're blocking my path.
I come not to obstruct you.
Oh no.
I've been waiting.
The Jester is the first, Fatui Harbinger guy. He's the guy that kind of looks like Kaya, older, Primogem eyes.
Are you trying to win me over?
The long-fated rebellion has begun. Why not take your place at the banquet and join those who shall feast?
That was when he entered the Fatui, I guess. Hey, guys.
Let's dance.
This story is so sad.
One with nature. Fallen leaves.
Defeat the Electro guy. Defeat the Electro guy. Come on. There we go.
This isn't good. Come at me. Into the wind.
I'm trying to do. I'm so glad you're not a cryo guy.
I see through you.
That's how I avoided that, but I don't remember how to avoid his attack.
Went too far.
Do I just attack it with like a normal attack? Oh, I remember this. Where you poisoned me.
This place is dark.
Yeah.
Paimon knows this place.
You're kind of edgy and somehow it's
Factory in
cool.
Inazuma. In the original version of events, the traveler once encountered the Balladeer
And you were poisoning me without me knowing.
The atmosphere, and so familiar.
I remember this. It was an unsettling place. The place you went to after tipping down.
Hey, look over there.
Well, well, my fair lady. Is this rundown factory and these incompetent fools
Was this
all for
when
me?
you entered the factory?
Wow. You shouldn't have.
Huh. What do you have to gain from belittling your subordinates? You might not want to admit it, but you are a part of this plan. Perhaps you find fighting in the Abyss to be a more meaningful use of your time? Oh, but of course, even this pales in comparison to being experimented on by the
Do you
doctor.
mean the literal abyss?
What a sharp tongue you have. Funny how negotiating never seems
Yeah,
to
I
be
still
your
don't like
strong
her.
suit.
I know her backstory.
For the task
but...
ahead, I suggest you keep your true feelings to yourself.
Save your breath. I know what I have to do.
Die?
I'm sure you think so, but I still think you need to hear it. Don't start thinking you're invincible.
Oh, she's gonna think she's
And don't let
invincible,
your
and then
emotions
she's gonna
get
turn
in
to
the way.
ash.
Surely you're not worried about me.
I just can't have you getting in my way. You
No,
and
she's
Child
not gonna
never
get in your
fail to
way.
find ways to
If Ash
complicate
got in your
things.
way, then everything would
I'm
get in your way.
merely lighting a little fire in this chaotic nation. But you, being tossed out like trash, must make you want to destroy it completely. Do you remember the last time you were here? That was a lot of swordsmiths you killed. I'm sure the descendants of the Raiden Gokaden are still suffering the consequences now. Look at you. Oh, don't get
so
so
the one who murdered a
sentimental.
bunch, except the Kaidahara clan,
Yours a rest and stop pretending like you're
was
above
him.
everyone else. By then, see you at the victory feast.
It's still really confusing. Just tell me the story straight up. Don't.
Poor little tongue.
With all these names, it's still confusing.
She's playing with fire talking to me like that. Who does she think she is?
Soon to be Ash!
Forget it. Someone might find me here any minute now. I should prepare to give them a warm welcome.
Yeah. That's us.
The plot does not end here. There is more of this story to come.
Oh?
Wanderer, are you able to continue?
Is this how we entered Sumeru?
Yes. Please don't worry about me.
Oh, I'm gonna worry about you because I really like you.
At me in silence. Can't you think of a nicer way to express yourself?
I'm under no obligation to be nice to you.
Oh, come on!
I thought nothing mattered to you except results in your own
Get in the
interests.
burst!
Isn't that right?
Oh, come.
Witch.
Muddle-headed puppet. You're only number 6 because you can take more abuse than other humans. Do you really count that as an asset?
What does that mean?
You're about as much fun to be around as a raging inferno. But before we murder each other, it'd be best if we finish our duties.
I shouldn't even try to avoid this stuff. Because I'm barely avoiding it. Oh, hi! I didn't remember you. You're just gonna go in that. You guys are gonna be less annoying when it comes to the burst. Still gonna be annoying, but less. So, I guess. Yeah, teleport in the burst. That's smart. Is there? Oh, that was just the Sisson. I was like, is there another enemy? I didn't remember you guys. There we go. Thought I had to click. Nope, I just gotta walk into that, whatever that is. Oh wait, now I remember. Yep. Wait, I don't remember this part. But it's getting closer to the part I remember.
Considering that Amorta's sage, Nafis, refused to join this project, I'll take part in the experiment in his place.
I mean, I like his hair.
Welcome. I look forward to a fruitful collaboration.
Don't collaborate with the Fatui, no matter how dumb you are, Azar.
You seem impatient. You should know that becoming a god is far from a trivial affair.
The biological transformation is a lengthy process. As such, I too would recommend that we commence as soon as possible. In the event that a successful connection is established, his body will become permanently bound to the machine, and he will be unable to move independently of it.
Nothing worse than what I've been through before then, Doctor.
You were the most resilient test subject I ever came across.
That is so sad.
Thanks to you, I was able to garner a great deal of information.
Oh,
Alas,
I
after
wish you
that,
death
you
more
were
than I
under
wish
orders
Sonora
to
death.
remain in the abyss.
She's already
We barely
dead.
saw each other, and it became difficult to further refine the knowledge I had gained.
You killed
That was
Tepe!
gracefully worded.
You are hurting the
Ever wonder what
Balladeer!
they think if they knew that nothing matters to you, apart from your crazy
You've been hurting the Balladeer for 400
I
years.
suggest you speak to me in a more respectful tone, Scaramouche.
No!
The mere fact
Don't.
of your utility does
Why does
not
it look like
make
he has
you
an
indestructible.
wind glider?
Doctor again? That was uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah.
That person gives off a very sinister energy.
Yeah, no kidding. He's the doctor. He's behind all of this. Dottere. Calling him by his Fatui name almost sounds like an insult. Though calling him by his actual name sounds like an insult as well.
It's normal for him to give you the creeps. He scares the bejeebers out of Paimon. Let's move on.
Please. Is this gonna be the memory I remember? think it is. Yep.
You're a god. Do you think I'm evil?
Nahida, don't hesitate,
if you
please.
accept that he is you,
Oh, thank God.
just as you are you, then yes, you are evil.
Nahida, you
In your eyes,
are so sweet.
Are there any differences between humans and puppets?
Do you think there are any differences between your present self and your previous and future incarnations?
Nahida, you're so
If not, then what are the differences between humans and puppets? Whoever has tasted the joys and sorrows of life in the human realm is human. Whoever has loved and lost, cried with grief, howled with rage at the tragedy of death that eclipses the miracle of
You're
life.
physically a puppet, but you're human, man.
I've seen enough of my past. If possible, I'd like to reclaim the sins that are mine to bear. No matter the consequences, I won't run from blame or punishment. Whatever I am due, let it come to pass.
Are you saying
Can you return my memories to me?
all of them at once instead of individually?
But won't that mean you'll lose your current identity?
I've always believed that human lives
Will he
follow
have
a set
memories
rules,
of this identity?
with each person being a collection of past experiences. As a puppet living in a human world, my life is subject to the same rules.
Regaining your memories means reverting completely to your previous incarnation.
Does that mean the
All
clothes
the
too?
emotions that you discarded will return to you. Are you sure you want to do this?
I've lived with the void in my chest my whole life. My creator didn't need me. And ever since I awoke, I've just drifted from one place to the
glitchy.
next. But then I
Oh,
met you,
glitchy twitchy.
and I finally realized that reclaiming my missing sins might be my one opportunity to become my true self.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I didn't realize I wasn't paying attention. Is this the true meaning of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's words? A person can't erase themselves, and even though the original balladeer has gone, this person will live on in his place. His memories are just erased. How does it depict whether a person is a reincarnation or not? Are a person's sins an inescapable part of their identity, their destiny too?
I've always felt I have an innate tendency to yearn for something more, in a way that goes deeper than for most people. But for all my soul-searching as a Shugenja, I've never fully understood it.
Wander.
Looking at it now, it
Shugenja
seems that
is
I
a
brought
wander,
this
I think.
curse upon myself. So I beg you, grant me this opportunity to gain a purpose, to change my destiny, and end my wandering.
Very well. Since your mind is made up, I will return to you that which is yours.
Woo! Yeah, there's gonna be just some drama.
Now, take this.
Nahida, are you the little orb or is the little orb the thingy in the box? Are you gonna show him the little drawings you showed me?
Set him free.
A puppet? What's he doing here?
Oh, so that was the place he was made.
You're a human as far as I'm concerned.
Oh no!
Everyone's here. Wonderful.
Oh, hi.
What a fine blade. Nagamasa will be thrilled.
This is my...
Oh
Is he alright?
no! Look behind you! We've gotta get something to deal with. We gotta deal with this twice now. I feel so bad for him. Oh, maybe not. Go, Luvine! Wait, but if he's here, then who's that? Protect him! Yeah, girl boss! It's like something cooking in the oven. Uh-oh. And I love that part of the reaches for the traveler.
All worthless dross will be purged.
That's adorable that Paimon reached for her.
This won't be the end.
Uh-oh. His evil self before his reformed self! Cool! I love how detailed this is! We get to witness a vision appearing for the first time! I mean, we've heard of it, but never seen it before. See, this! I want to draw this! It's really cool. I mean, he literally just said die to himself, but it makes sense, too.
Have you got any more stupid questions?
Yep, he's back.
Insignificant.
Oh, he's got his special weapon! I heard it! I heard the sound of the bell. And don't you do the sweeping thing? Yes, you do.
How amusing.
Uh-oh.
The wind rises.
I'm not good at avoiding these attacks, then you're gonna do that. Sometimes when you sprint, when you're in the air, it'll like shoot arrows. Wait, what? How does that bell work? Don't know how to avoid this attack. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, why am I being forced down? Burst! I don't know if it would actually kill me, but... Woo! See there, it sends out a couple arrows when you sprint, when he's in the air. 2, I think. Are you gonna do your swipe? Or no? No? Okay. Come on. Oh, maybe I should pay more attention to this. I don't think it can kill you. But I'm not. Oh, yep. Oh, okay. Die now, please.
Insignificant pest.
Burst. Thank you. There we go. I don't know if it'll actually kill you or not, but whoo! Lord of Arcane Wisdom. Oh, that might have been what he was called if he had become a god.
Imbecile! Get out of my sight.
The evil him. Oh!
It disappeared. Did we win?
Now he's still a jerk, but
What did you expect? I'd never lose to that.
he's nice at the same time.
There's the tone of voice again. You're definitely back to your old self.
Not his old self, but his old self.
Wait, but it was you inside that thing too. What have you got to be smug about?
It's like destroying his
I'm harsh on myself and
evil
everyone
self.
else. Just the way I am.
It is just the way you are, and I actually kind of like it. The past will catch up with you.
You sound like you're concerned about me.
I'd like to see you and Kazuha confront each other. How would that
But don't worry.
work out?
Thanks to you, even if I didn't change a thing,
I mean, you technically
At least I
didn't
now
murder
know the
all of the
The
Kayahara
memory
clan,
recovery
but
seems to have been a success. This dream has served its purpose.
come on. Let's continue this outside.
yeah, let's. I don't like this place. Me, myself, but not I. Oh! Not me, myself, and I. There's no gist. Mean.
Welcome back.
Where do we get to
traveler.
name him
Paimon,
again? I don't
Belladere.
remember.
It feels like we just went on a really long journey. Paimon's exhausted.
He's
You don't
still
like being
salty.
addressed by that name?
It's fine. But I was just thinking.
There we
I
go.
should probably change it.
You won't go by the Balladeer anymore? Well, the Balladeer was his Fatui name. Of course not.
After learning about everything the doctor did, there's no way I can carry on using a name connected to him.
Aw.
I'm not planning on returning to the Fatui, and they wouldn't take me back anyway. Recent events will have affected a lot of people. and they might not even remember who the 6th is.
So,
6th,
you're
right.
quitting the Fatui for good?
Let's call it a tactical retreat. That's one way
It's
of
like
putting
you
it.
said, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Everything may look futile, but it wasn't completely meaningless. At least I made a lot of people forget about me.
But that doesn't mean your own past has disappeared.
Of
I mean, you
course.
still did what you did. People
And your
just
main
forgot.
goal, for which you gave up everything you had, you weren't able to achieve it.
Where was the symbol on his
hope you
neck,
can
though?
see
I
and
remember there
understand
being
that.
a symbol on his neck.
Changing the world, changing the past, changing the fates of other people, these are not simple things to accomplish. What you were looking for is complete annihilation.
Blurry.
But
Whoa.
this is just a fantasy. Even if the Balladeer is
Love the
removed from
transitions.
existence, the world will not heed your
I am
will.
excited for Bunting.
Indeed. How ridiculous.
Do you regret doing all that when you've gotten so little in return?
Even if I'm completely worthless, there's nothing in the world worth regretting. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you purposely left that information in Irminsul, didn't you?
Yes, and I took pains to make sure that you'd acquire that information naturally.
Why would you go to such lengths? You trying to win me over too?
In all honesty, your past experiences have made you a useful asset to Sumeru.
So you're using him? Nahida!
It was indeed a part of my plan.
Okay.
But before that, I wanted to tell you the truth about your past. If all I wanted to do was use you, then I'd be no different from the doctor.
That's adorable. She's helping
Very
him.
clever.
I guess you could say that's one of my virtues.
Nahida, I
Utility to
love
others is
you
what gives
so
me worth.
much. You were
So
so
if embracing
cute.
my sins is what it takes to make me useful again, so be it.
He just wants to be useful. I mean, when you use him as a playable character, he does say, like, worthless and useless, that kind of stuff a lot. But you kind of get used to it. Nahida doesn't see you in that way.
Oh, right. I almost forgot. You're the good guys. You're into justice and all that.
Yeah, we're literally about
Sorry
to go to
have
the
a
Nation
slightly
of
different
Justice.
Perspective on things, but I don't feel like I've been duped. The wisest leaders are fated to end up with the best helpers. I can live with that.
I'm glad you're able to think of it in that way. Traveler, in the future, I'll continue to search Irminsul more deeply and see what secrets can be uncovered.
Is there going to be more in your second story quest? Because I know nothing of your second story quest.
What exactly happened before and after that point? I want to know as well.
Let's hope you can find some answers.
I will try.
Traveler,
Yeah?
after I dove into the information torrents in Irminsul, why did you go to Inazuma?
Because I wanted to know what you changed. I wanted to know if my friends were alive, excuse you!
So that's how you found out whose fate had changed. And how? Well, whatever
Yeah, I'm kind
your
of a
reasons,
worldwide traveler!
you did me a favor. And I'll do everything I can to pay it back.
I didn't do all this for a reward. I mean, I did this so he could become my friend, so that's kind of a reward, but it's not the reward that he was thinking. Please don't make it sound like I'm extorting you.
Borrowing and returning are the only real relationships between individuals. I'll balance the books one day. Don't you worry.
Oh.
That's not true. A relationship between two people is not simply a ledger that can be reset to zero.
Nina! You're saying
realize this. People who show up in your life don't just evaporate like water.
Score for
and
me.
leave nothing behind. There is no such thing as balancing the books.
Basically, he
Some
just wanted to
things in
pay
this
off his
world can
debts
never
to
be
me.
brought back, and they can never be
Nahida's
changed,
saying that's not how it
which
works,
is
and
why
I
there is
like you,
emotion in this
Nahida.
human world. Everything that you feel is real and lasting, and whatever is missing in you will not be made whole. To be human
that's
is
deep.
to live with imperfections. You can choose whether or not you want to be human.
Aww.
But humans can't live without a heart, can they? Anyway, I gave up trying to become a human a long time ago.
Okay, you don't physically have a heart, but do you physically have any other organs? It's not just a heart that makes a human. I mean, sure, it's the heart and the brain that keeps the human alive. But speaking deeply, it's also the emotions that keep the human alive. And technically, your emotion of hatred is still an emotion, so you're human by standards.
You understand what pain is perfectly well, even without a heart. You're just bearing your feelings. The past is set in stone, but you can keep moving on. And the longer your future lasts, the shorter your past will become, until one day, it is but a tiny fraction of your life.
Aww.
Sounds like you've got a future planned out for me.
I hope you can give Nahida a chance because she's very wholesome.
Everything's ended up being pretty darn complicated. Paimon doesn't even know where to start, but the most important thing now is that you need to follow Nahida. Otherwise, all our efforts will have been for nothing.
Please be Nahida's student! And he's walking out. Oh, there that plan goes. Or he's not?
Then I guess I'll be helping you from behind the scenes from now on.
Yeah! He's our friend! He's officially our friend! Woo!
Why don't you choose a new name to celebrate? Ooh! Paimon wants to pick an ugly nickname for you too!
No!
Why?
Because
he's already got the Wanderer, the Balladeer, and
like you that much.
Scaramouche.
Then
And
I hope we don't
Kabukimono,
see much of
technically.
each other in the future.
A name is life's
Oh,
first
it's so
step.
rude.
You didn't say it out loud, but I know that's what you're thinking. The Traveler and Paimon have helped you a lot. If you can't decide on a new name, maybe you can ask them for ideas.
That's a lot to decide a name for for a living being. You want us to decide?
No, Paimon only does nicknames. If it's a serious name you're after, it's all yours.
I mean, technically, people can name him like super serious things or super, super silly things. And as it's probably saying here, you can't name it like one of the Archons' names, like Morax. You can't name him that. You can't name him Kabukimono, one of his previous names, like the Balladeer or Scaramouche or the Wanderer, maybe? Which is why, I'll do it in a second, but let me read this first. You can obtain the quest item and Uplift Stroke from the Archon quest interlude in version of Genesis, which will allow you to change Eon's Drift, Wanderer Animo's name. Why did it say Animo? Wanderer. He's the only person who's referred to as Wanderer. We're referred to as the Traveler. Please take note that some names cannot be utilized on this change. Once you have renamed this character, some interfaces in the game going forward will display that name you have chosen. There's a limit on the number of times you can rename this character, so do with care. And I like to be serious because I really like the lore of this game, so why not be serious? And I have actually chosen a name for him on my trophy account too. And I'm gonna name him that. And I was actually just searching up what the name meant. I had actually been searching for a while just to look for names. But travelers, please ensure... I think you can only name him one more time after you name him now. So, obviously, do so with care. Travelers, please ensure that follow our terms of service while this is using function to create healthy gaming environment. Please read and confirm that you will not instigate or take part in the creation of content that discriminates against any race, gender, religion, sexual orientation, ethnicity, government, or region. The bullying or insulting of any traveler group of travelers any other content or behavior that violates the terms of service. I didn't read the terms of service, but it's just legal stuff, I guess. Plus, I don't do this anyways. I mean, I'm a jerk, but I'm not that much of a jerk. We may have to restrict your use of this game's services if you do not allow the rules. I mean, they're the bosses. They can do what they want. This may include suspension, restriction, a name reset, forced disconnection, login suspension, or account forfeiture. I definitely wouldn't want that happening on this account or my trophy account. At that time, you are welcome to use the report function to send us feedback should you encounter any aforementioned situations. I'm pretty sure they don't even respond to that, but whatever. Okay, what did I name him? I had named him Akihito, which I really like that name, actually. And I searched it up again. I thought when I was searching for names, it meant something like mirror or something like that. As in, like, one previous life and his past life equaling to his new life. I don't know. But it says that Akihito is a boy's name of Japanese origin. Inazuma origin. When a name means bright and brilliant, you know it's made for someone special. I mean, technically, he's special. But the reason why I like that so much is because, obviously, the Animo Vision was bright and brilliant, and it's a name of Japanese origin, aka Inazuma. So, it basically goes from Japanese origin, his beginnings, to bright and brilliant, where he's at now, into one name. That's just me thinking that, but I really like it. So let me spell this correctly. Yep, I believe that's it. Akihito. Guess that's what you're referred to as now.
Are you sure?
Yes!
Oh, alright. If you say so.
Your name is now Akihito! Because it's kind of hard to find a name for him.
Now you have a name of your own.
He was about to walk away.
What about a nickname? Are you done yet?
Still thinking. Stop rushing me!
She can't think of a nickname. Actually, I think they do come up with a nickname. I don't know if that's in Nahida's second story quest or a quest or an event that I had skipped. I don't know. I had seen some things relating to that in some sort of crown, but I don't know if it's in her second story quest or not. She can't think of a silly nickname because obviously the game doesn't know what name we gave him.
Take your time. I don't need to see you again until you've thought of one.
What do you plan to do next?
Everyone who manipulated me and made me suffer will have to pay the price.
Please, the doctor first.
You mean the Fatui?
Actually, I kind of want to get a stab at him.
At least.
Literally.
Now that your stance has changed, I believe your future path will change accordingly. But it won't be immediate. You still need some time to compose yourself.
Aw, Nahida!
One more thing.
Are you gonna agree with Nahida?
There are still some descendants of the Raiden Gokuden living in Inazuma.
Kazuha?
Some of them know. Well, they ought to know about the connection between Raiden Gokuden and myself.
Like Kazuha?
I don't plan to leave Sumeru for the time being.
Amanuma, maybe.
If you see them in Inazuma, please tell them that I was the one responsible for the Raiden Gokuden's downfall.
Oh.
Even though the events have been erased
yeah,
from the
you
world,
were, but
they still deserve to know the truth.
I see. That is up to you. Huh? But if we do that, then...
It's fine. Let them stab their blades into my chest if they so desire.
No!
Maybe that's how it always should have been.
Wait, would you die if you were stabbed then? I'm confused by that. I mean, I don't think you would. But I don't know. I mean, if it's what you ask of me, sure, but I don't wanna.
No nonsense. I like it. Alright, let's call it a day.
I mean, you as
Goodbye,
did
wise
for
deity.
me.
And you too.
Wise deity? Oh, he fixed it!
What he went
That's
through
cute.
today would have been like living an entire lifetime in an instant. He'll need some time to calm down.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. But even so, after
Even
everything
the
that's
puppet
happened,
deserves
he
recoup
doesn't
after
seem quite
that.
as fierce anymore.
I mean, he's still fierce, but yeah. There were some bumps along the way, but it's all over now. Well, I mean the thing with the Akihito, I should call him Akihito now. Everything with him is over, I think, but yeah, not exactly with our sibling. It's only more confusing now.
So we can finally go eat? Paimon is starving.
Right, I forgot we were gonna eat when we went to the Grand Bazaar.
I hope you will find somewhere nice to go and relax for a while.
Nahina, come with us! Please! I mean, Archons probably don't need to eat because she's been trapped in here for 500 years, but still.
I've got it! I can end my novel with some words from Mikoshi Nagamasa.
You mean because everyone else in the story is dead?
Yeah, I heard that Mikoshi Nagamasa died at a ripe old age. He's the perfect fit to be the narrator of the epilogue.
Are we gonna tell you guys the truth?
The dark clouds had dissipated, but they continued to cast their shadow in Mikoshi Nagamasa's mind for decades to come.
I mean, you're not
Then, one
wrong.
night, as an old man, he had a dream. On the night when that prized blade, the Daitatara Nagamasa, was forged, the people rejoiced, and there was painting, dancing, and drinking. All these expressions of joy melted down in the furnace fire and turned into red clouds that rallied around the final sunrise that Mikoshi Nagamasa saw in
Oh,
his
it just
lifetime.
so happened to be sunrise now.
Life is a story
Sunset,
too
I don't
long
know.
to be told. A journey
Might be
that you
sunset.
must walk to behold.
Oh, he hears it! You know it's true, though, and you're not even gonna confirm it, and they have no idea it's you. Return to the resting place. What? Oh, it's still this quest. Return to the resting place. Where's the... Oh, the hotel thingy! Wait, is the vase still gonna be broken? I completely forgot about that. I destroyed some property. Do we have to pay for that? I mean, are we paying for the place now? It's only one room. Can't imagine what kind of hotel it is. At least it has... This place has one room, and it's not called a hotel. Or an inn or anything like that. Yeah, that's actually really cool how it cuts off like that after a second. I really like that. And yet Wangshu Inn is called an inn, and there's no room. There's a kitchen, there's a few stairs, and a ghost child and a mystical beast called an Adeptus, I guess. Can't think of any other way to describe Xiao. It should be called the inn instead.
It's about time we had a break. As soon as you stop, all the tiredness and hunger comes rushing back.
I'll buy delicious treats as a reward. Wouldn't I always buy delicious treats?
Wow, great!
Oh.
Huh? Look at the vase.
What about it? It's still broken.
Someone break it while they were cleaning the room or something? But Paimon doesn't remember there being a cleaner.
So does that basically just show that he didn't change anything other than people's memories? That night we stayed here, Paimon bumped into the table after being startled by something to do with the balladeer and broke the vase. The balladeer erased his existence. He changed the world. So why is this vase still broken? So he did change the events?
You sound lost and confused.
I completely forgot about this. Is this folklore? Who's that? Oh, Paimon hears it too, doesn't she?
I know why you
She
are
does.
troubled. Any who knew of this would find their mind overwhelmed.
Okay. I love this because Nahida did this exact same thing in the Golden Apple Archipelago a year ago. This is folklore, isn't it?
Huh? Is there someone here talking to us?
Wait, but I understand how Nahida did that. If this is folklore, how's she doing it? She's an Archon, but Nahida did that because she can tamper with minds. Can Archons just do that as like a passive ability? They can talk in people's minds?
Unfortunately, the fate of Tevat cannot easily be changed. Perhaps a god may have a slim chance, but for anyone else, who can say?
Why do I feel like I'm gonna be the one changing to bat somehow? So, the events didn't happen. They just changed the memories, but then how did the guys change their pages? Because Lumine said that the essays were different.
When a small animal runs into a tree trunk, though the tree may sway, it is not displaced. The same is true of fate. Like a vase that falls to the ground.
Are you?
Whether it is broken by a cat or by a bird, the result is still a broken vase, is it not?
Who are you? How do you know about all this?
History does not change easily, but human hearts can. Believe your own eyes. Only that which you see is true. What is unseen is but an illusion.
Does that mean the skies aren't an illusion in Tevat? I'm confused by that because this doesn't sound like... I imagine folklore to be like very quirky. I don't know how to describe it, but it's said that she was also very quirky and that she was a little bit different kind of Archon. But this, I don't think this would be her. This person is talking about like fate and stuff. Who is this?
The voice has disappeared. And who the heck was that? And what were they doing coming out of nowhere and saying all that scary stuff?
I mean, Nahida did that last year. I think it was Nahida. But then, believe my eyes? Does she mean I should trust my memories? That Paimon broke the vase? I'm confused.
Anyway,
is this just
that
about...
vase is still lying there broken on the ground. Should Paimon go get someone to clean it up?
Is this just about the vase, or is this about something entirely different?
It feels wrong just leaving it there. Just a moment. Paimon will be right back.
But who the heck? She just floats away. That's cute. I wonder what else awaits me in the future. Yeah, I have a feeling it's not just hinting towards Fontaine. Okay, I completely forgot about that. Alright, well, we have a new friend named Akihito. And I got this bad boy. Oh, so I do have to do Kari Bear. Huh. Well, I'm not surprised by that because it does say that Archon Quest. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. God dang it. I couldn't make it to 24. How much pity do I have? I don't remember. But I gotta save up for the characters that I really want because that's how I did on my main account and now I have a lot of 5 stars. Most of them I actually didn't want and got accidentally, either by trying to raise pity or lost 50-50, and I've only done that like 2 or 3 times maybe. Let's see, I did that with Tainari. Diluc, maybe? And then I think Catching and Mona? Okay, so I've done that 4 times, I think, though I don't remember if I had Diluc or not. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Okay. So this would make it to 50. That's not bad. Now I gotta decide what actual... Oh, right! The first character I want is actually Zhongli. I want to know what happens if I click on this, but... I mean... I don't, because... because I don't want to break the game and then just, like, completely get rid of this and have to type Akihito again and then get rid of this completely. Yeah, it's a whole ordeal. There's a little bit of lore between Kazuha and, you know, Akihito. Stop calling him the Wanderer because he has a name now. Can I sit here? Yes, I can. Nice. Well, the base is still there. That's very dangerous. So I'm going to end the stream here, and we'll pick this back up next time, where we will immediately go to Kari Bear, and I'll still have to decide whether I want to do Nahita's second story quest or not. Because I don't think I need to, but... I mean, I kind of want to, I kind of don't. Because it's going to take an entire stream, maybe a little longer. Well, quite possibly a little longer. I don't know. I literally know nothing. And I only know a little bit of Fontaine and a little bit of what the area is, and I'm giddy about so much. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, night, or wherever you're on this crazy world, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!